What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Heat Ray Vision podcast. Tonight, I got myself, Hector, also known as CN6. And with me, I got Jazzy.
What up?
And Hav.
Yo.
And tonight, guys, we are going to be reviewing The Monkey from...
Neon?
Directed, my bad. From the story,
It's a
Stephen
short
King?
story by Stephen King.
Stephen King.
Directed by Osgood Perkins.
Which I didn't know that until you told me.
Stephen King?
I didn't know that was a short story by him. I thought it was just a random ass like.
There's
new
a
idea.
bunch of movies based off of his
I know
books.
that, but I didn't know this one in particular was by him. Yeah, I had no idea.
And
You
then
told me.
directed by who, Hav?
Osgood Perkins, the guy who made Long Legs.
That's your boy.
There we go. Okay,
up,
hold
bitch.
up.
No, you
Wait,
didn't.
hold on. No,
Wait,
hold on.
wait, what?
There was
You
a
didn't
reason
know.
why I was looking forward to this. I'm like, why was I looking forward to this?
Long Legs with me.
No, because I remember seeing the
No, I'm
previews
kidding.
for it in the theater. And I'm just like, oh, it's a doll movie. But then it said from the creator of Long Legs. I was like, now I got to give it a shot.
No, I'm kidding. No, Long Legs was good. It was good.
Yeah.
But
All
anyway,
right, go ahead.
So we're going to be reviewing that. But before we get into it, I'd like to remind you guys that you guys can listen to us on Spotify, Apple, SoundCloud, and YouTube. Make sure you follow our socials at Heat Ray Vision Podcast or go to heatrayvisionpodcast.com. You're going to see all of our links through there. Also, make sure you join the Discord. Top link in the description.
Join that, man.
Join the Discord. Come chat with us about movies, video games, TV shows, anything like that. But yeah.
Yeah, man. Back to like I know
monkey.
I'll let you finish the intro, right? But back to that thing we were talking about in the middle of that intro. I'm too like. I know I said I thought it was another doll movie. One thing I gotta explain, y'all, is that I'm not the biggest fan of doll movies when it comes to like horror.
Not even Chucky? You don't fuck with Chucky?
Bro, not even Barbie,
As a kid, Barbie.
No, he fucks with Barbie.
No, but what's
You
it
like
called?
Barbie.
Chucky as a kid, I think I liked, but as I got older, I was like, they just don't really interest me anymore.
Damn.
If that made sense, I was like, I grew out of. I'm not saying I loved them in the first place, but like
Yeah.
I grew just like I don't generally have no interest whatsoever. But when I saw this trailer and I saw there was a monkey doll, I was like, oh, it's another fucking doll movie. I was like, damn, it sucks because the trailer was fire, right? And then I see from the creator of Long Legs, I go, fuck, now I gotta check it out, right? So my expectation after seeing that trailer, because I only saw that trailer once, bro, I'm be honest with you, I didn't see any other trailer but that. So, and we saw that trailer like a month ago, 2 months ago? It's
We've seen it a few times.
Yeah, but I'm
was a
talking
while
about like
ago.
the first time.
Yeah.
I don't remember,
I
bro.
think we saw it sometime last year.
Really?
Could've
Damn, it was that
sworn,
long time
bro.
ago. Fuck.
Not too
But
far back, but yeah, sometime
Yeah, but like
last year.
that initial one was really the only one that I saw. So
Yeah,
any
yeah,
new one I did not really see at all. So my expectations for the film, honestly, I didn't really know what to expect. Because I thought it was going to be another scary doll movie and ultimately ended up being that whatever. But I wanted to ask you guys, like, what were your expectations heading into this
Let me
film?
ask you first, because you say doll movies, right? So does that also mean that one movie that flopped, Imaginary? With the bear?
with the teddy bear.
Was that a fucking horror too?
That was a horror movie.
That was a horror
from
movie
Blumhouse.
of a teddy bear that was like fucking shit up.
Yeah, that was from Blumhouse.
Yeah.
So like shit like that, or like obviously Annabelle, then The Boy, like
Chucky.
Yeah, like
Megan?
yeah.
You-
So shit
you-
like that,
I think they can be done
or is
well.
there like specific criteria?
Like for example, this one.
Okay.
Like this one was like, yes, the creator is what got me, right? Long Legs, right? But ultimately, even if it wasn't made by Long Legs, we would have gone and seen it regardless. I would have been like, yeah, this is actually very. I was impressed, right? I don't want to talk too much about my thoughts around it right now, but ultimately, I get something like this. This is what I would consider like, oh, this is actually good. I actually enjoyed this. It's just other things that I've seen and shit that's come out recently. It just all seems very, just lazy. I mean, look at the Megan one, the new one. Like. They got that bitch ass doll dancing to TikTok songs. Or whatever the fuck.
It's because she was doing that in the first movie.
But even then, like that's not gonna hook me
in
to
the
a
first movie. She danced like those moves that you saw in the teaser for the Megan 2.0.
Yeah.
She danced those dance moves in the first movie, and it blew up on TikTok.
So that's probably why I got a second
That she was
movie.
making those
Yeah,
those dance moves. That's why in the teaser trailer she was doing the same ones.
Mm-hmm.
Also, because they did the bullshit where like it was a silhouette, it was a light behind her. So when you saw the dance moves, it was supposed to make people go, "Oh
it's
shit!"
literally one of
Megan.
the
It's a
Fortnite
Megan
dances.
movie.
Remember, it was this one. You know what I'm talking about?
I think I know. I don't know what it's
It
called.
looked like
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was funny. But like for
You
me,
should
like,
watch that one though.
Megan?
I'll probably give
Megan's
it a shot.
okay.
Because he's kind of like shitting on it, but like he hasn't seen it.
That, but also he's just clumping. Like in my opinion, I find it offensive for him to clump all those movies into one genre.
I don't know, man.
I get-
It's
like,
just like they all try to be like cheesy,
Chucky
bro.
is nothing like Megan.
Yeah.
Oh, I know they're
It's
vastly
actually
too
good.
No, I said I
a
enjoyed
point.
them, and I'm not saying those movies are bad. The Chucky movies are bad.
Yeah.
like there's what's the one where it's like I forgot which Chucky movie it was. This is the one I
I'm the
remember
master.
the most.
Just tell me, explain it.
It's the one where they're in a yellow Hummer.
In a yellow Oh, dude, that's probably like the fifth one. You're talking about
That's the one I remember the most.
Yeah.
That's the one I remember enjoying the most as a kid.
Was
Like, yo, that
Chucky
was-
scarred up? Like, did he have stitches?
Yep,
So
yep.
all the movies where Chucky's face is stitched up, they're not that great.
For real? That's the one I
Yeah.
remember the most. I swear
No,
to
I'm
God.
sure you. No,
And there's like
yeah,
another scene in that movie where like
Yes, bro. Yes.
And I remember
that movie.
when
Like,
I was a kid, I was like, ooh.
no, yeah. That movie.
Oh, like the whole like him masturbating.
That and like the other one where he's like in a car and you know how he has the wife.
Yeah.
His wife. I think it's the
Yeah,
wife.
Tiffany.
Yeah, and he's like in the car and she's like upstairs and she shows him his boobs and he's like, yeah.
That was crazy.
Bro, that movie is trash. I hate Seed of Chucky. It's nothing like the previous movies. That was like that.
Remember
that
the
was,
boy?
That was the movie. That was the fucking
Is he
the-
transgender?
He was
Like-
gender fluid.
Oh, because I remember that because they pulled his pants down.
Oh yeah.
They pulled his pants down. He had nothing. It was bare.
Yeah,
It's
he's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Chucky was like, "Yo, what the?" Because
No.
wasn't Chucky was like, "Oh, like relieve yourself" or some bullshit.
No,
Like,
because there's a whole thing where like in the movie Chucky and Tiffany are fighting. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, like she just had an accident. Like because his whole thing is when he sees something fucked up, he pisses his pants. And she was like, oh
yeah.
that's his whole thing, right? So it's like Chucky, leave her alone. She just had an accident. He was like, you mean he had an accident? And so they pull the pants down, and they both have this look on their face. No, but like,
And isn't it bare?
I will give it. Yeah, it's Ken Smooth.
Yeah, it's just nothing.
There's
It's
nothing.
just nothing.
He says Ken Smooth. That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, but what's it called?
I would know. I was over last night.
Dumbass.
So I would know.
What the fuck? I've owned a couple Ken dolls myself. Anyways,
Oh my God, what have you done?
what do you mean, girl? You already know what I've done.
Yeah.
But there's
What
a
is this
scene.
guy
No,
doing?
in that scene, it's fun. Like I will give the movies that is that there's a few comedic scenes that I'm like, okay, that was funny. Like where Tiffany's like, I told you, Chucky, it's a beautiful girl. It's like, no, that's my boy. That's my son. He just hasn't hit his growth spurt yet. And I'm like, oh my god. Like it was admittedly funny, but like the movies just tend to get trash later on. It just becomes too comedic where it's like it feels like a parody of the movies it once was.
Okay.
That's how kind of like the horror movies went. So
All right. Well, that's kind of just that thought, like that whole combo is kind of like how I just see like all movies nowadays.
I get
it's
it.
like I feel like they treat them more like a gag rather than like actually trying to do something cool with it. Like this movie, even though it's someone like that, I get it why they made it like that.
I think I know why you like this movie, and why this movie works.
Well, we'll get to that more down the road, right? But like, I want to talk to you guys about your expectations heading into it because I already said mine. Javi, you can go first.
my expectations for this movie, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really have any because I had not seen Longlegs, so I did not have the preconceived notion of what to expect
But
from
like
Osgood
off the trailer,
Perkins.
did you only see one trailer?
Yeah, I've only the only
Okay,
trailer. Yeah,
okay.
I've only seen the trailer, and I guess the expectations I had was it's a comedic horror movie with and featuring a monkey that kills people, and I was like, that's kind of unique because I don't really see this as a doll movie like Chucky and Megan because the doll movies that Mario describes requires the doll to be sentient in some sort of way, and he's the one that's causing the kills. He actually has interaction with the characters, whereas this monkey never talks, never animates, never actually like talks like or speaks or is sentient. But he is somewhat possessed with evil to where when he starts banging the drums, he kills someone.
I think that's what he means is like the possession shit. Like we see that with Annabelle, the boy, and then
Yeah, that's
the
true.
imaginary, the teddy bear.
Yeah.
Well, like if they're not sentient, but they're like possessed and causing shit. I think that's what he's like trying to
Makes
get
sense.
at,
Those
right?
those I would understand.
In a sense, yeah.
Yeah.
He's on track,
So for me, well, based on the trailer, I was like, okay, it's a horror movie with comedic scenes in it. Because this trailer was not shy about showing off some of the kills or even some of the funny moments. So my expectations were like, okay, if this movie could be really good, it could also be really campy, and it could just kind of like maybe it did too much to the point where it's not. It started off good, but maybe it turned out worse. I don't know. So I was just kind of going into it with an open mind, just kind of like, okay, it's a horror movie with comedic timing and stuff like that. We'll see. I have not seen Longlegs, so I don't know what to expect. I have seen from reviews that a lot of people draw comparison to this movie to Long Legs because there are scenes in Long Legs where Nicolas Cage as the killer, I guess, he's dressed as a woman in this movie. In that movie, I mean, here's scenes where he kind of acts weird and crazy and like kind of like weird, like and shit. And people found that to be weird. Like there were scenes in that movie that general audiences found to be kind of like weird and like not really funny. But it was like meant to be like that. It was meant to be uncomfortable and funny. Yeah. And I think I've heard a lot of people in reviews say that they draw comparisons to those scenes in Long Legs to this in The Monkey, because there are certain deaths that are so graphic and so out there that it kind of is like almost uncomfortable because you're like, what the fuck? That you have no choice but to laugh. Mm-hmm. That's how I took it. So based on the reviews and the trailer, I was like, it could go either way. Because there's people saying that they like it. There's some people that are saying that they don't.
All right.
There's some people that are saying one or the other. So I kind of went into it like, we'll see. I didn't really have set expectations. I wasn't like, this movie's going to be fire. I said it could be a good time. It could also not. So
we're kind of in the same boat in that aspect where I didn't know what to expect either.
Exactly. I didn't really have set expectations.
All right.
What about you?
What about you, Hector? Yeah.
Well, I just knew that it was part of a Stephen King, like his work, and I seen some movies like based on his stories, and which I do like. So I'm like, okay, cool. I think I'm gonna like this one. I just same thing with you guys. I didn't really expect it to be like, oh wow, this is gonna be great. I was like on the fence. I was like, all right, well, let's go check it out. It could be good. It could be not. We'll see. But I know that it's based off of Stephen King's story, and I've seen some of the movies based off that, and I typically like them. So that was pretty much it.
I feel like I've seen not that I can name any like off the top of my head, but I feel like the Stephen King movie, because like you said, there's been multiple Stephen King adaptations. I feel like some of them have been hit or miss. Like I feel like I know for a fact I've seen somewhere I was like, oh, it's a Stephen King movie, but it's not good.
Which one?
No, like I can't name it something, but like I know for a fact I've seen somewhere I was like, oh,
absolutely,
it's not that good.
Absolutely.
But either way, man, to switch gears, the acting, or no, the synopsis, Hav. Can you give us a quick synopsis of the film?
The synopsis of the movie basically is kind of like how we described. There is a evil sentient monkey wind-up toy that when you spin the key on the back and it starts to hit its drums, it'll just cause a random person out there in the world to be killed in some sort of extravagant, almost borderline Final Destination type way. I like how in the movie it describes like it has no rhyme or reason. It does not take requests. It does what it does because he does what he feels like when he feels like it. Because kind of like in the real world, that's just life.
Yeah.
And so what it focuses on is on this kid who first encounters the monkey and realizes it's evil. So he gets rid of it, and then years go by to where he's an adult, where now he's being played by Theo James.
That's the adult, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I was really about to Google that.
Yeah. He was in the Divergent movies.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he was the main dude.
Oh shit! I never saw those.
Those were years ago.
Yeah, I was about to say they were years ago.
Those were years ago. Yeah. But now it's been years later, and somehow that toy monkey has come back, and now he has to try to put a stop to it.
Yeah.
That is sort of like the more vague version of the synopsis without giving away too many details. Because I'm going to be honest, some of the shit going on in this movie, I was like, I didn't know this was in this movie. This was not in the trailer. There are certain plot points where I'm like, whoa, what? So I don't want to go too deep until we get into the spoiler section. But that's pretty much the basics of the synopsis.
All right, thank you, Hav. The acting. That main guy, what did you say his name was?
Theo James.
I've never seen this guy before. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I've never seen the Divergent movies.
I've never seen him. I knew they had like a little cult following. I know that for a fact. But
he's done some voice acting work. I looked up his IMDb. I can pull it up right now. He's been in stuff that we've seen.
Like what?
Well, let me pull it up.
I was gonna say he seemed familiar.
No, I've legit. This is my first appearance. Like my first time seeing him in a movie. And I want to talk about it because I was like, yo, this guy's fucking good. Like genuinely really good. So I wonder if he was like that in Divergence or whatever the fuck, because he plays. Wait, fuck. I don't know if I'm gonna avoid it because I don't know if it was in the trailer or not.
He was in the Underworld movies.
What's that?
Oh damn!
Underworld. You know that
Underworld. Movie? What's that?
Where it's a vampire movie.
Oh,
like
that's why.
No, it's badass girl.
No, I bet, but I was like,
it's this chick who is a vampire that hunts vampires.
Okay.
That's pretty badass. And her suit, it's like she reminds me of like
what is it like?
Blade.
Like Blade or like Catwoman type of.
Type. So it's like not
like here.
Rubber.
I'll show you a picture.
All right. Yeah, you go ahead. But no, I wanted to speak on the acting on this film because I think even though I think I enjoyed it more in Longlegs, I think this film still carries great performances done by the cast. Okay, let me see this picture. Oh yeah, I never seen that movie.
It's fire.
It's fire. When that come out?
Theo James.
Dude, we were kids, bro.
Yeah, we were kids.
2003.
Oh yeah, that's why I didn't see it.
Theo James is in
three.
Castlevania.
Castlevania?
He voices Hector.
This motherfucker.
He voices me.
That's funny.
Yeah,
Hell
Hector,
no.
Forge
You see,
Master, and the main
She has
protagonist.
like a tight leather suit like Catwoman, but like has a trench.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she be hunting vampires.
Yeah, I remember that.
You know
yeah.
what? It's-
Yo,
from what
I've never seen the
okay.
movies, but I remember like seeing
one-
pictures.
it's
and
one of
shit.
those movies where I gotta watch again to see if it's actually good
Yeah,
or not. Maybe I was
yeah.
just a kid and said, "Yo, this is fire." I remember seeing Van Helsing as a kid, and I was like, "Yo, this shit's fire." as
Oh,
fuck."
no, that's funny.
Anyway,
Nah, I want to speak on the acting because I think just like I said earlier, yeah, even though
he was gonna mention the movies.
oh my,
No, I mean he hasn't been in a lot, but he like I know you said you've watched Castlevania. He's in that.
Castlevania, like the animated movie.
Yes.
Who's Hector again? Remind me, because I have seen. I have seen it.
Castlevania, an adult animated dark.
No, the character.
The
You said
show.
Hector.
Yeah,
so I'm
no,
trying-
I'm making sure it's the right one.
Oh.
Yeah, the Netflix one. So he
oh, the
voices
Netflix one.
Yeah, that's the one you've seen, right?
No, I seen like the shit that came out in theaters. That Castlevania. Well,
you
show
haven't
me.
seen this. You haven't seen the Netflix show?
No.
Oh, then never mind. You may not know this guy.
Yeah.
He is the Devil Forge Master and main protagonist of Curse of Darkness. He has silver hair and wields a war hammer or sword. After betraying Dracula and leaving for a normal life, he regains his Devil Forge Master powers to
Dude.
defeat Isaac and bring
Oh my
peace to the
God.
land.
do you remember now?
That
No,
guy.
I'm fucking confusing it with another movie. I'm such a dipshit.
Oh yeah, you're
do you-
confusing it
I'm
with.
confusing it with the one that Hotel Transylvania. That's what.
What the?
kidding me?
Did he just
Oh
say?
my god! I don't
Hotel
know why.
Transylvania.
Did
I
he
don't know
just
why.
bring up the Adam
No, okay,
Sandler
but listen.
animated movie?
But that ass. Okay, no, now I know the fuck
Not
you're talking
Castle-
about. Dude,
That's
that's
crazy.
fucking funny. Okay, first of all, put y'all, both of you, watch that shit.
Yeah, you
one?
told
Which
us.
one?
Castlevania. And Hotel Transylvania. Those movies are fire too.
No,
by
I'm
the
just
way.
saying which one. I don't know which one you're talking about, bro.
Both.
I've seen the Hotel
No, but-
Transylvania
okay.
ones.
Okay,
They are
but-
fire.
but,
I haven't seen
uh,
the newest one though. The one when they're on a cruise.
No, I haven't seen that one either.
When they're on a cruise or some shit?
Yeah, I haven't seen
I
that
haven't
one.
seen that one.
But no, Castlevania, legitimately, for anyone watching this, it's the show. Dude, it's actually fire. And the new one, Nocturne, season 2 came out. I finished it a while ago, like a week or two
So
ago.
you
It's
did see
fire.
Castlevania?
Yeah, dude, it's fucking, oh my.
Okay.
And so you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's fire. That's
The
cool as
guy-
fuck. I didn't know that.
That guy in this movie voices him.
Ah, hey man. So it's not my first time. So well, one, he's a great voice actor already, and two, he's already a great on-screen actor. So for on-screen, I think he did a great job. As long with everyone else in this movie, his the other characters and shit. What did you guys think about? Was there like a specific character that was in a trailer that stood out to you, or do you guys have any issues with it at all?
If I'm being honest, this is more the Theo James show. If I'm being real, like the movie mostly focuses on him
Yep.
playing Hal, and kind of like his connection with the monkey and like how he wants to try to stop it from like killing more people and stuff like that. So really, the main spotlight. There are other side characters that
Yeah.
I don't believe play a big role in the movie.
I want
Not
to bring
enough
them
for
up,
me
but
to-
I don't know if they're in the trailer. That's why I don't.
The thing
I
is,
don't
they
know.
probably are very briefly though. They're probably
Yeah.
not like. I wouldn't bring them up just because it's like the main
place.
spotlight is not on them. It's
Yeah.
on our main protagonist. And I think he did really well in the role. I think he did a very good job. In the actually, I don't want to mention it because I don't know if it's in the trailer.
Yeah, see what I mean?
I don't want to mention it. There's something about him, but I don't want to mention it. I'll just leave it at. And I think he did a really good job.
Yeah.
I remember, because I looked it up, right? He was in the Divergent movies all those years ago. I remember the first Divergent movie being kind of like, what's it called? Split, like 50-50. Some people liked it. Some people were like, oh, it's just the Hunger Games ripoff or whatever. But as more movies came out of the Divergent movies, the less received it was. It got more hated. And it made me think, like, were the actors in it trash too, right? So when I saw he was in Divergent, I'm like, okay, that doesn't ring true then, because he killed it in this movie. You know what I mean? So it made me kind of because before this movie I did not know him. Made me open to like maybe wanting to look forward to seeing him in more movies. I would like to see him in more roles because
Yep.
I thought he did a really good job in this movie. I want to say more, but it's fucking possible spoilers, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna just leave it at that.
What about you? Do you have any thoughts about the acting in this film, or anybody, or on the MC?
Well, if we're just gonna be talking about the MC, then I thought he killed it.
Killed
if we're, because spoiler territory. I don't know if we could bring
yeah.
up anyone else,
Yeah.
but for him, I think he carried his weight. I thought he was great.
Okay.
Like, yeah, solid.
I think
acting.
another key thing that really impressed me that I know it's not spoilers is the one thing that I was not expecting. Like I said, I saw the trailer long ago, so I don't really remember a lot about the movie when I was heading in. Only thing I remember was the fucking monkey. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's the one thing I was mad. So I thought monkey score movie is probably gonna be mid, right? The tone on this, the tone in this movie is very unique, where it can be scary at some points and then very comedic in others. And you would think, wow, that sounds like a recipe for a disaster. Like it's not going to be good or whatever, right? But I guess for me, and I like to hear your guys' opinions too. For me, it worked, and I'm shocked that it worked because I thought that would fucking ruin it for me. But I think the balance and how they were able to go in between both horror and comedy was done very well in this film. What was your thoughts on the tone of the film, Hav?
I thought the tone was good. However, I will say that I think maybe towards the third act of the movie is where I feel like it started to get unbalanced. Whereas I felt like for the most part, for most of the movie, the balance was
Good.
equal. It was good
Equal,
between like the horror sort of like vibe element and the comedic scenes, like some of the comedic timing and stuff like that. There are quite a few scenes where I laughed out loud because it does the comedy very well. However, I do feel like by the third act, it starts to tread on that comedy element a little too much. That it starts to do that like MCU thing where they have to throw in a joke and it kind of kills the momentum or vibe of a certain scene or dialogue or whatever. I feel like in the third act, it starts to lean in a little bit into that, and it kind of made me reflect, like, is it just the third act or was the whole movie like this? Because there's comedy throughout this whole movie. Yeah. But thinking about it, like literally just driving on the way here from the movie theater, I think I'm set on, I think it was just the third act that delved a little too much into the comedy in certain parts. But for the most part, it was balanced until a point where it started treading the line where I'm like, okay, we can hold it back a little bit.
So,
like,
so you would say up until the third act, the tone was working.
it was balanced, but
was
I feel
balanced,
like
so
I
you
just
enjoy
felt
it?
like Perkins should have probably held back on the comedic scenes in the third act a little bit, where it felt more balanced, like the first two acts were.
And then
'Cause
Perkins is the director of this film, you said?
Osgood Perkins.
Is this his first film or has he done other shit?
We talked about it. He
did
did Long
Long
Legs.
Legs.
Oh, you didn't, oh my bad, I'm a fucking idiot. That dude,
We talked about it. He was like, "Oh shit, that's the reason." You said that
I
was
just
the
heard
reason
long
why.
legs. No, because I heard long legs, and I was like, that's the reason why I fucking, because it was connected to long legs somehow. I just
Yeah.
I ignored the other part that Javi said. My bad.
Yeah, that's the you said that's the reason why you wanted to check out this film.
Yeah, okay, my bad.
but then you just asked who's this guy directed this movie? Who did he make other shit?
Hell no. All right, well then, what about you? Did the tone work for you, or was it unbalanced? What was up with the tone? Did you like it or no?
I mean, I thought it worked. I mean,
worked for you?
I think it worked for me. Yeah, I thought it was great. And I do see what he's saying, though.
The third
At
act.
the very,
I think I know what scene. There's a scene
There's
in
a
the
specific
third
scene that really, yeah.
Yeah,
for
there's
sure.
one where I was like, okay, yeah.
But yeah, it was balanced, and then it turned like third act was like more comedy, and I guess it was losing its ground. It's like, you know what? Okay, we're leaning more into comedy now, whether instead of having everything be balanced. So I do agree with Hav.
Okay, and since we ended with you, I want to start with you on this. The kills. Just no spoilers, obviously.
Yeah.
Hey, if there's a niche someone's really into is Hector, and it comes to like slaughters, how people go out. All right.
What the fuck? What?
What did you think?
How is that? No, I was just gonna let that slide right
What
there.
you mean? You like movies like that?
You like slides.
We're like,
Slider, like he's saying I like that's just my thing. I just like getting.
Well, you like
watching people
Russo-
get slaughtered.
what? That's not a bad thing to say. I don't think
That's
so.
crazy.
You're not the only one. Why do you think people love Terrifier?
You love the Saw movies.
Yeah,
That's facts.
and it, to a sense, hobby
slaughter.
too.
But no, but I don't watch the Saw movies just for the slaughters. I like the messages and shit too.
Okay, that too. But like,
Anyway.
I know a big key for it is like how way people
Kills,
go out.
the way
You're
people
right.
go out.
You know what? When it comes to stuff like that, I would say that
Like with you,
I probably
if you-
like it as much as like how you like watching like guys
This
do their thing. Right? So
I get it now.
I get it. I understand it now. I get it, man. I can see. Yeah. So my passion for that is equals to your passion with watching men, do their duties in their duties with duties, whatever. I don't fucking know. Anyway, what was the question?
I said, what do you think of like the?
The slaughters. Yes.
Yeah,
slaughters.
like were they good? Were they bad? Were they just average?
I think
Okay, hear about this. Does this compete with Terrifier?
no.
All right, bet. Because I think the same thing too.
Why? Because Terrifier does it better.
Watch Terrifier, girl.
Nah, man, I'm chilling, bro.
Watch it, girl.
He said, "Nah, I'm chilling." That's crazy.
What you mean, cowgirl?
I already have like a bunch of shit on my plate, dude. I haven't caught up with Invincible, Spider-Man,
That's facts, man.
Severance,
That's facts.
Oh, Severance is
Listen,
fire.
Creature
Oh, yeah.
Commando. Like,
No,
I'm
no,
chilling,
no.
bro.
I want to say Terrifier is even is like more crazy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's more disturbing, more graphic.
Oh, okay, okay.
Definitely. But it's up. It's like
It's up there, right?
It's
Yeah.
up there.
That's what I
If
said.
anything, I want to say that like I think that's like one of the highlights of this movie. Is the kills, and like it's very entertaining. It's very out there, especially compared to other movies that we've seen, especially some slashers. Man, I would say this is up there, higher even than the new Scream movies that we've gotten. The new, I would say even the recent movie that we saw, Hard Eyes. You know, I would say the kills here were more graphic or more like shit,
They happen more often, so
and more often, right?
yeah, that's probably
So
agree with
so
that.
in that aspect, the entertainment factor and the practical effects and shit, I thought it was great.
All right, what about
like
you,
that.
Hav?
I
liked it a
thought
lot.
the kills were really good. I thought they were really creative. I mean, a lot of the most, I would say most, if not all the kills, all of them. No, I would say most of the kills are really the main comedic factor of the movie. This movie being a comedic horror or horror with comedic scenes. Actually, that's another good question. I'll ask you that in a bit. I just brought up a good point. But I do think that most of the kills in the movie kind of add on to the comedic side of the film. This being like a horror comedy, right? Stuff. A lot of the kills is just like how I mentioned earlier. There are scenes where people just get killed. They just get slaughtered. And the way they go out is so unexpected and just so like just so out there and it just almost happens at random, or it's done in a creative way that you're like, bro, who even thinks of this shit? That you have like no response to it other than to laugh in a morbid kind of fucked up way. You're like, I have to laugh because that shit was kind of funny.
That is funny. Yeah.
But I thought it was good. I mean, some of the kills were entertaining. I mean, a lot of it, a part of me kind of wanted to compare it to the Final Destination movies. And I will say that I don't think they compare. Not in gruesome. I'm not saying like in slaughter, like whatever, blood factor. I'm not saying that. I meant like sometimes these people die kind of just out of nowhere, and like the way they die is not intricate. Because if you watch the Final Destination movies, you know how the person's gonna die because you see the environment,
Like the setup,
You
kind
see
of.
the setup. You see
Yeah.
how like. You see how
Like in that, I know what you're talking about because we saw that trailer for the new
We
one.
saw the trailer for the
Yeah,
new Final
yeah.
Destination movie. It was in the preview. Like, dude, all the deaths in all 5 Final Destination movies are like that.
Okay.
They're all like that, where you see something like just hanging off the edge of the shelf, and it might tip over, which might cause this thing to roll. And it
Yeah,
might
that
hit
trailer was
thing.
cool though.
No, this trailer was cool.
That shit gave me
That's
anxiety.
the
That shit gave me
Destination
anxiety,
Bloodline?
man.
Yeah, that trailer was cool, but like
Yeah.
the monkey, like the kills in this movie are not like that. It's not like a mousetrap. It's not like the one that like this thing rolls into that, hits the thing and hits another thing, and then like that's what causes the death.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just kind of flat out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think because it's so straightforward, I think the reason why the Final Destination movie kills are more horror without comedy is that because it builds that tension, that sort of like, oh shit, like something's
The
gonna
anxiety.
happen, and then like the anxiety, exactly. And I think the reason why the kills in this movie were more comedic was because it happened on a whim. It happened out of nowhere, like when the bitch's face got on fire on the stove. It was out of nowhere. There was no tension or anxiety that built in that moment. It just kind of happened, and then she's running outside like a crazy person, like screaming and shit. So I think the kills were entertaining. It's where a lot of the comedic elements came from. I found it entertaining. Not a single one of them I felt like were weak or like they were all funny in their own way. I could think of maybe one death, and I was like, that was all right. I guess that death could have been whatever. Could have
All
been
right.
worse. But yeah, for the most part, yeah, they were cool.
All right, because you said something that I wanted to bring up. You said like a lot of it adds to like the comedic timing of the film. Because like I said, this is a horror / comedy.
Yes.
So for the comedy aspect of the movie, did it work for you?
Say it again.
Did the comedy, like the funny parts of the movie, like when it was trying to be funny, when you were like, oh, that's
Are
comedy
you
movie's
saying
bad.
all of the comedic scenes,
just
or
all
the,
of it, just all
or
of
the
it.
deaths specifically?
You can talk about that if you want, but I'm talking more in general.
No, the
entire-
comedy scenes I think worked for the most part. I think I mentioned, like I mentioned earlier, the third act is where it starts to lead a little bit more into comedic, and it's like it started to feel like, okay, like let's try to dial it back because like I kind of liked where we were going plot wise. I don't want to give too many details, but I think for the most part it worked. I just can't get over that it just kind of maybe passed its line a little bit by the third act. But I mean, no, for the most part it worked.
All right, that's good. Did I ask you that question already too? Did you see about did the comedy work for you or not?
You asked us if the
so.
balance was good.
All right, okay. I just wanted to make sure. Let's see what else can we talk about. I like I said, I'm comparing this a lot to Long Legs. I will say that the camera work I think is very basic. I don't know what you because you can't really answer it because obviously you didn't see Long Legs, but I know you saw it, so you know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Compared to Long Legs,
The camera work isn't that
cinematography
good.
in Long Legs was superior.
Was superior. I was about to say some of the shots here weren't like I'm not gonna say they were bad. No, I'm not gonna say they were bad, but they're like what you expect out of a movie like this. I don't know.
It's interesting because it's the same director. Right?
Yeah, that's what I'm
It's
saying.
like-
You think he did that?
and maybe not the same cinematographer, but I mean, it's just kind of interesting, and I think he did that on purpose.
I was about to say because of the
this movie
tone.
is this movie's a bit different.
Yeah, because I was wondering. I was like,
Long
damn.
Legs.
I was like, damn. In Long Legs, the shots weren't like this, but I think the movie required the shots to be like that. Is this guy already announced what he's working on next, Hoff? This guy by any chance? Do you know?
I looked it up.
Well, yeah,
I looked it up on his IMDb.
Wait, Hav, he asked that question, and we know that answer.
Yeah,
No.
So why?
He's working on that. He's working on that one.
that's his movie.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just saw the thing.
It said on the title card.
Oh, it did. Oh, I didn't see that. My bad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, my bad. We'll get to that then. My bad.
That's all good.
No, I didn't see that for it, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my bad. Generally, that's on me. But let's see what
Yeah,
else
we'll get
can
to
we.
that part.
Obviously, what else? We talked about
the spoiler
the
section.
writing. Did we talk about the writing? No, we didn't. Right?
The writing?
No, because writing goes with the tone and pacing, everything. So we talked about the writing, the acting, the actors. You guys want to get straight into reviews, or is there anything else you guys want to bring up, or anything like
I
that?
want to ask you guys a question. Sorry.
Get into
you have
reviews. Like, aren't we
No, I mean,
already in the
rating,
review?
my bad.
Ratings.
Rating.
something? I have a question.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Would you guys think? What do you guys think this movie is? Is it a comedic horror, or is it a horror with comedy scenes in it?
That's a good question.
I say comedic horror.
Yeah, that's where I'm leaning.
Comedic
towards.
horror.
Yeah, I think comedic horror in my eyes is a movie that
Yeah.
does both. Or a horror with comedy scenes is a movie that's primarily
No,
first and
yeah.
foremost a horror movie that has a few like maybe it has like that comedic relief character or has like a few scenes.
Oh no,
and
yeah,
stuff.
it's not that. It's not that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's kind of how I took it. There are some reviewers out there, they should not be named
Okay,
because they're ops,
but we know.
but we know.
Have told us.
Hobbs knows. Yeah.
Hobbs-
That
the pod.
said that this movie had conflicting tones and stuff like that because they had like a lot of comedic scenes and blah blah blah, and it's like, bro, like, I don't think that's fair because in some of these reviews, who should not be named, they've admitted that they didn't even watch any trailers or anything before watching the movie. And a part of me is like, that's kind of unfair because if you watched the trailer, you kind of would have known what you would have gotten yourself into. So I don't think bashing this movie for inconsistent tones is fair. So that's why to me it's like, oh, it was just like a horror movie with comedy scenes that just didn't fit. Like, no, it was a comedic horror movie.
And I feel like if this is adaptation of the, sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good,
I feel
you're good,
like
you're
if this is an adaptation of the book. Isn't the book like this too?
Is it a book or
It is
short
a
story, my
short
bad.
story.
Short story.
It was published in 1980. And I
Damn.
don't.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if the story is like this.
But either way, even if the story is not told like that, the trailer was like
I
that.
saw people were saying it's fairly accurate. That's all I've been saying.
Really?
But obviously I don't. Just
can
take.
look it up.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
But take that with a grain of salt. I just saw that people were saying it's fairly accurate.
Okay. Well, did you have anything to add? Anything you wanted to bring up before we go into ratings and
Yeah,
non-spoil?
so I want to go back to the reason why I think you enjoyed this movie compared
Oh,
to
yeah,
other,
you did say that.
other movies.
All right, let me hear it.
So I think the reason why,
Like the doll movies, you mean?
yeah,
Okay,
like in
okay,
general,
all right.
it's because if we're looking at doll movies and like maybe Chucky, not maybe actually excluding Chucky because Chucky is kind of they do comedy shit on purpose. But if we're looking at imaginary, that fucking the teddy bear one, the boy, Annabelle, and where they're possession and they're causing shit to happen. I think the reason why those movies don't do so well, people don't really care, is because it's hard to take something like that seriously.
Yeah.
You expect me to take this Annabelle thing seriously, bro? Or this teddy bear? Like, oh shit, that's so scary. Like,
What's the boy one? You keep. I don't know that one.
Boy.
What's that one?
It's like another Annabelle doll.
Oh, it's just-
And
just
I think it's
dude.
part of the universe too.
Oh, for real?
I think it is.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, in the comments, but I'm pretty sure it is in the Conjuring universe. And so, the reason why I think this movie worked, at least for me, and maybe for you, for a person that doesn't like those types of movie, is because this movie understands that concept where, hey, most people aren't really going to take this bitch seriously. It's a fucking monkey with drums, bro. Like, how's that? That's not scary. So what we're going to do is lean into more of the comedic side. Does that make sense? And so it creates that balance of like, yeah, you know what, they basically play into what people like already kind of think subconsciously when watching one of those movies. I can't take this shit seriously. So you go into this movie, The Monkey, not taking everything seriously, and that's why you have a better time. Because the movie is self-aware about how funny and like how kind of goofy this shit is.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, I get you. There are 2 points you made that are literally reasons why I don't really take movies. Not even dumb movies, but like movies that I try to do remember that one horror movie that was all about like social media or some shit like that? It was like they're in a Zoom call.
one?
They're in a Zoom call, but like they're
Unfriended?
Oh,
yeah,
Unfriended?
Yeah, remember you were like, bro. I'm like, bro, come on, man, come on, Hector.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen that movie.
I know, but like,
thought it was-
but do you remember? Like, I was like, bro, that's not gonna be good. But like, why are we watching this? Blah blah blah.
Yeah,
whatever the fuck. The reason why I think movies like that and doll movies hit, like, I'm just turned away by it.
Yeah.
Is like I said, how believable is it? And they try to be serious,
Yeah.
which is the 2 points you made. Whereas like, that's why. It's hard for me to take a doll seriously, like you said,
Oh, yeah.
and two, they like that fucking social media unfriended. Like, bro, like what the? You really expect me to believe that? Like, what the fuck?
No, yeah, I get it, and I think that's why this movie worked because it was self-aware of what it's self-aware of what it is, and they just went with it. So you're allowed to have fun and like laugh and shit. And I think that's why Chucky as well kind of works because even though it's more of a slasher and not necessarily comedic, but he has a personality because he's an actual human inside of a doll's body and he does funny shit. He says some funny shit. So it creates that balance of where you could laugh with him and shit. Like, oh, that's kind of funny, right? And also kind of be terrified, like, oh, this dude's a fucking killer though. He's out here to get me. So anyway, that's the only point that
Random question: would you say Chucky's your favorite doll, like horror doll movie, like franchise?
Mine.
like the franchise or like the character.
No, just like
Ooh,
the
that's a
franchise,
good question,
like in all
actually.
like just horror, like the genre. I'll say the genre of like horror doll movies. That genre.
I mean, yeah, I want to say he's a pioneer, man.
Pioneer. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Did you find if the short story was like that, Huff?
If it was comedic, yeah, from the plot synopsis that I've read and sort of the other further reading, I didn't see that it was comedic.
That's interesting.
Maybe it's different when like you're reading the story in words, but maybe it's because I just read a plot summary.
Yeah.
But I mean, it didn't seem like it, but it could have been.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people, like I saw that there were like people who read the book back when it came out. People said that it was more serious and stuff like that. Like it dealt with more deeper themes, I guess. So I don't know.
I wonder what themes, what deeper themes that they've like was talked about in the story. Because here I feel like it's pretty deep.
Yeah.
It's the whole meaning of it's just how life is.
Like it
Like
is
a
like,
weird
the
twist
whole
on life.
The whole like it is what it is.
Type shit. It's life.
Like what
I
do you
also,
expect?
well, I also saw
tried
that
to
another
like that.
deep theme, another theme that this movie, because I read the plot synopsis, and there are some things in the short story that happened in the movie, but there are some things that the movie changed.
Okay.
And I'll get into that in the spoiler
Okay,
section.
bet.
But there is another thing where people say that it's also that the monkey, the symbol, the monkey with the drum, is a symbolism for childhood trauma and how you can't always escape. You can't always run away and suppress it. Because in the short story, the way that Hal gets rid of the monkey as a kid is the same way it goes down in the story in the movie.
Okay.
But it comes back, obviously, right?
Yeah.
As when he's an adult. So it plays as a symbolism for childhood trauma that you cannot suppress it and run away from it forever. You have to confront it eventually. Some people pointed that out, which now that I think about it, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Given the movie, it's like that's another thing. I didn't pick that up, but I mean it makes a lot of sense.
What's interesting is how do you actually write a
Short story?
no a comedy book, bro? Like I don't think I've ever read a book where like I'm busting out laughing. like I'm reading a novel and be like, oh shit, like
I think it.
you know what I mean?
I think those books, bro, would require to
tough.
be written in the first person.
Yeah.
where the narrator is the character that the story's about, and like maybe his commentary is funny.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how it's super difficult to write a novel or some shit like a comedy format versus like displaying it on a TV.
That's true.
Like, it's
Yeah,
different.
that is hard.
Like, really, bro. Like, have you ever read a book, Mario, or a novel that like, oh shit, that's funny as fuck. I'm laughing.
Like a comedy novel, you said?
Captain Underpants.
Or
Yeah,
just like
sure.
yeah.
All right, but that's graphic novel.
Yeah, obviously, that's
Visually, how I'm talking about
like
a novel,
like
a novel
word,
with
yeah.
just words, and you are the sole imaginative
Yeah, I know
motherfucker
what
that's
you mean.
creating pictures in your head. Because if we're looking at comics and when we're looking at graphic novels, it's different because there's a picture. The picture goes along with the words.
No, that makes
that
sense.
interesting?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, that is hard.
So maybe the director maybe said, "Hey, I'm a big fan of this novel," and maybe he took it as comedy. Hey, let me fuck around with it.
No, you've had to. I read. There's no way.
That's what I'm saying. But like, maybe he took it as that was kind of funny to me, or like, I think this is supposed to be serious, but I think it's silly. Let me kind of play on to that.
Oh, I know what you. Oh, okay, I know what you're getting at.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're getting at. Like he read it, he's like, you know what? I don't think he meant it like this.
Yeah,
way,
like,
but I'm
like the
gonna make
Brody,
it.
like Brody was serious. Oh shit, like, right?
Yeah.
And he read it and was like, "This is kind of silly. This is
Yeah.
kind of dumb. If I'm gonna be real, like,
Yeah.
kind of goofy. Let me incorporate that in the fucking movie."
No, yeah, no, I
Maybe-
see.
That's just what I think.
No, I see where you're coming from. But is that everything you guys have to say for the non-spoiler?
Yeah.
All right, who wants to go first for the ratings? You want to start off, Hav?
I'll start it off.
All right, bet.
Overall, I thought this movie was really good. I thought the actor, the main protagonist, did a good job. I thought the story was interesting. I thought the kills were entertaining. I did think for the most part the movie did balance the horror element and the comedic element perfectly, equally up until like the third act. And honestly, it's one of those things where like the rule in a movie, I don't know if you guys follow this rule. This is kind of the rule that I follow, but it's one of those things where it's like, I tend to leave the movie like how I felt about it, kind of like how like how I leave the movie, if that makes sense. How I left of the movie is kind of like how I feel. That's why a lot of people say, like, if the movie, like when you're watching a movie, if it starts off shitty but it ends really fire, you leave with that high of like, I left the movie feeling like it was pretty good, but because the movie ended like really good, right?
Yeah.
So for me, it's like, well, if the third act was kind of choppy, I was actually contemplating what score I would give this. I'm torn between two, if I'm being honest. But I do
I thought
think.
it meant like the rating too.
Oh,
No.
I'm like,
I'm
oh,
torn
damn.
between
I was like, holy
two.
shit.
That's really
Between
low.
two different scores. I should have worded it better. But me, is the movie worth a watch? I think, yeah. I don't see why not. It's a fun movie. It's a fun comedic horror. Is it worth a movie ticket? I would also say, yeah. It's a very good time. I'm not going to like specify Dolby or
I want to add
matinee.
another rating thing. What we could do.
Oh, no. Okay. For me or for you?
For everybody, I guess.
Okay. Is it worth a popcorn bucket?
How do you know I was going to say that?
That's crazy.
How do you know I was going to say that?
Dude, I didn't know
told
that.
him.
He didn't tell me this.
I never
That's
told him.
actually impressive.
No, I never told him either.
First guess. That's crazy.
Yeah, which I get a popcorn bucket.
That's crazy.
We should add that to the rating because
Would you get a popcorn bucket?
Because even though I'm more of the collector, but like all of us, we bought.
Yeah, we have bought. We have bought
Popcorn
yeah.
buckets.
I would say you wait. Who has the most? You or Hav?
I for sure probably have
I
that.
would say
yeah.
yeah, it's probably you. Yeah,
Yeah, I
right.
only have two.
Which one do you have?
I have the
only have
Wolverine one
And the Batman.
and the Batman.
Oh, okay.
That one, the one that's under
Yeah.
that cloak.
I got the Batman, the Ant-Man.
He has
the
Thor's
Thor-
hammer down
Thor's under there.
Oh
under
yeah,
there.
that one, doesn't that one light up?
I don't think it lights up. I don't have that one displayed, and I think that's all I have. And then the Captain America one.
Oh yeah, that one was cool.
You
That
bought
one's
Captain
cool.
America?
Yeah, he
The
did.
Shield one?
Yeah.
That one's cool.
Oh,
Yeah, that was
shit.
cool.
That was
cool.
pretty cool.
But
Yeah.
I mean, would I buy a popcorn bucket?
The
of
popcorn
this?
bucket for this will look pretty cool, man.
I never saw it.
You didn't see
It's
it?
legit
No.
the monkey.
I was gonna
It's-
say, I would
yeah, it's-
imagine it's just the. Let me guess, is the drum where it holds the popcorn?
I don't know. It's a good idea though.
No.
It's a good idea though.
Because I saw a display at AMC,
yeah,
but I'm not
he
sure if
pointed it out to
that's
me.
the official shit because it looks smaller. Like usually when like this looks smaller, but it looked like a gold bucket, and like he was on top, like he was attached to it, Hav, with like his arms in the air with the drumsticks. You can probably look it up. Look up AMC like the monkey popcorn bucket.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I wanted to add that into the mix.
Well,
Is
well,
it worth a popcorn bucket?
Well, I've never finished his rating, so I'm wondering what it was.
Oh, this one?
is that
Is that AMC?
It
Or
says
Regal?
right here.
It looks like we were far away, so it could have looked smaller, dude.
Let me see. Yeah, that's the one. So
Yeah.
it is the bucket. It is
Yeah,
the
the
drum.
drum.
That's fire.
That is fire.
What if you like put batteries in it? And
I
it
would
starts
buy it.
playing?
I'd get that too.
I would buy it.
That's cool.
But okay, my thing is like, would I buy a popcorn bucket? Like, I don't know if that would fit though, because it's just like, I feel like it's like, is the popcorn bucket cool?
Dude,
I would get
yeah.
it. It has nothing to do with the movie though.
I gotta, dude. It's a display. Come on, man.
Yeah, I was gonna
display
say, like,
What the fuck is wrong with
he
you?
doesn't care if it's popcorn or
Fuck
not.
no.
He's yo. When we were buying the
Oh,
Captain,
no, let me tell him. Fuck you. That's what I wanted to tell him.
for real?
That's what I wanted to tell him. It's my story, bitch. Let me tell you, yo,
Man,
when we go to
that's
see
funny.
Captain America, right?
Okay.
They had 2 popcorn buckets. They
Yes.
had the shield,
Yes.
which is actual like aluminum,
Whoa.
Yeah, bro, I'll show it to you. It's
fire.
upstairs.
The fuck?
and they had another one which it looks like the Ant-Man popcorn bucket, which is his
helmet.
flying helmet,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck. I'm like, come on, bro, I gotta get the shield, girl.
Yeah, duh.
So I asked the person, come on now, AMC line. I didn't even realize I was in that line. I'm gonna be real. I was in the A-list stub members line. And so she's like, "Oh, I can help you." I'm like, "Hey, do you have any more of these?" She's like, yeah, let me go check." Because I only saw, dude, there was rows of the blue helmet, the other one. I didn't see the shield, and I'm like, "Where the fuck?" I'm like, "No way." So that's why I asked. She's like, yeah, let me go check," and she did. She came out, but she was taking a while. She was like talking with other people, like around there, and I'm like, I'm like, what's going on, right? And she comes up to me with the popcorn bucket, and she's like, just question, do you want us to put the popcorn in here or do you want it separately? And I'm like, nah, like, what you doing, cowgirl? Separately, please. She's like, oh, okay, cool. And but she asked me. She was gonna put my shit in there, bro. And I'm glad she asked me, bro.
No, yeah. Fuck yeah.
I swear to God, I'm not gonna, I know, I'm gonna sound like a bitch. I know.
He would have
Cancel me, guys. I don't give a fuck. If she came back to me with the popcorn bucket and had popcorn in it, I'd be like, dude, nah, keep it. get me another one. I'm serious.
Okay.
I would have been. I'm paying. I want it the way I want it.
Okay, ready?
Okay.
Okay, ready? I'm gonna paint the hypothetical situation. Here.
Oh,
Here, this
God.
popcorn bucket.
Don't tell me. I know what you're gonna say.
wait.
Hey,
This why y'all cousins. This
Okay,
why y'all
fine,
cousins.
fine. I know what he's gonna
This
do.
is why y'all cousins, bro. This is
here's
why
the
y'all
popcorn
cousins.
bucket.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Here you go.
I'm gonna ask you. It's like, hey, no, I don't want it with. Can I get another one? I don't want it with the popcorn inside.
Oh, this because this is the only one.
Yeah, I see
left.
that. I knew he was gonna say that. I knew it. At that point, I would have taken it.
That's the last.
If that was the
one
last one, I would have taken it. I'd be like, all right, man.
Really?
I would have been upset about it. I'd be like, yo, like,
You just wash it.
no. You can't just wash it. Okay, for one, fuck no. That's weird. Hell no, guys. To be fair, guys, you bought it, right? Do whatever the fuck you want with your popcorn bucket, right? Me personally, as a collector, fuck that. What are you doing? But when I show you what it is, it's a bitch. It'll be a bitch to clean. I'll show you.
Oh
how it
yeah,
is.
that one. Yeah.
It's a bitch to clean.
Yeah,
It's like,
that
yo,
one, yeah.
what the fuck? Like, you gotta
That
get in the
would be
grooves
bad.
and
I
shit.
was gonna say
You'll
that
see.
would be annoying.
I'll show you.
It is cool that the lady asked though.
Thank God she
Yeah.
asked.
Yes, bro.
She asked me, and
That's
then
a
she
W.
gave me. And I'm gonna be real. I kind of forgot. I came with popcorn. I was just looking to buy that.
Yeah.
And I don't think I can. I don't think I could just buy the
With-
popcorn bucket alone.
I don't think so.
And,
should
he
do
asked
it
me
on-
too. Did it come with a drink? Does
Probably
it-
not.
Just
Because
popcorn,
remember,
popcorn, right?
Because if people really did want to use it,
Yeah,
then they would give you just the popcorn just to dump it in there.
that's true.
The drink would have to be separate.
Okay. So another thing as well is because usually when you buy popcorn buckets, it's a large popcorn. She gave me popcorn, but I don't think it was large. It came in. It was like in one of
It
those
was in a
bags.
bag. It wasn't in
It
like
was
a bowl.
was it the like
thingy.
square bag, those squarish
Yeah.
bags?
Yeah.
That's a small, a regular.
No, but it was pretty big though.
Yeah.
It was a pretty big bag.
I don't think they. Oh no, they do have a small.
But it wasn't in the typical
And the
Bowl,
bucket.
like bucket.
Yeah,
Yeah, there we
that's
go.
the large,
Yeah, they didn't give me that. I think maybe gave me a medium.
the
or some
regular,
shit.
the regular.
And I was kind of like, man, if I'm already paying this much money, bitch.
But when
like,
I bought mine, didn't mine come with a drink? When I
There-
came back with
I
sometimes-
don't remember.
Sometimes AMC offers combos like the specialty combos. Like I remember when Captain America came out.
I would have gave that bitch a specialty combo. Like, if she fucking put my popcorn in my bucket. Man. What you mean?
Hit her with the one.
No, I'm
too.
kidding. She was really nice. She was sweet.
Yeah.
But thank God she asked me. I think that's what they were discussing over there. Because they were discussing. She had it in her hands and she was talking to them. And I think they were discussing, yo, should I put it in here? Or what should I do? Should I not? Should I give them separately? Should I ask? I think that's what they discussed. And thank God. Thank God she asked. She's like, hey, do you want it? Do you want me to pour the popcorn in here, or do you want it separately? Oh, separately, please. Okay, no worries. And I gave it to Mario. Mario, can you please hold this? Because, bro, when I show it to you, it's pretty big. It's like a fucking shield. not a life size shield, but it's pretty damn big, and I couldn't carry that while my popcorn. I don't know. So I'm like, hey Mario, do me a solid, and he helped me out with that. But anyway, where the fuck were we, man?
I was in the middle of my rating.
Yeah, it's a bit of his rating, and then we
Finish it, yeah.
But I
Anyway.
basically was saying that it's worth a movie ticket,
Worth a popcorn bucket.
worth a popcorn bucket, because popcorn bucket does look cool.
You'd rewatch it.
I would watch it. I would recommend people to watch it. However, I don't know, man. Like I said, that third act, it just was too comedic than the rest of the movie, and I don't know if that may have to lose a point from me. So I'm like split, but at the same time, these are just numbers, guys. Like they don't, these don't mean nothing. Like I'm not gonna it's not gonna cause the world to end. But I'm feeling
He gave Morbius
generous.
a 1, guys. Remember that.
I'm feeling generous.
I'm gonna give it a 7.
I think I
He gave
changed
Silent
it.
Night a 7, guys. Remember that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, see,
it's just
you're
numbers.
being-
You're
means
being
nothing.
generous with that in the movie, bro.
Yeah, it means nothing, right?
Anyway.
I'll give this movie a 7.
But damn,
Damn, really?
Wow.
I'm surprised.
I'll give this movie a 7.
I'm
surprised.
I'm low-key surprised
I'm gonna put
too.
some
What
on the
the
list.
fuck?
Yeah, put that on your list. Go ahead, Mario.
Well, for me, man, I was like I said, like I only saw the trailer once, so I really didn't really remember anything much about this movie, other than obviously it involved the monkey and the MC, right? I came in having no expectations, thinking this movie was gonna be like just a letdown. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be another generic doll movie, right? And I left unexpectedly really enjoying the film. Even though this movie has a different tones throughout the whole thing between horror and comedy, it works for me. That third act does focus more on comedy a whole lot more, but I don't think to the point where it would hurt my rating as much. But I like the acting, I like the tones. Pacing could be a little bit better. There are some spots where like it feels like the movie's just holding on to make a comedic point. But camera works basic. Would I watch this animated? I would. I watch this animated.
The thing is, bro, I'm not really satisfied with that for Mario.
But
Yeah,
what?
I know. We
The
chose
whole
that.
animated shit?
Yeah, we chose that for him.
I'm not satisfied with that.
He didn't choose it.
Yeah,
We
I didn't
chose it
choose
for him.
Well, you a grown ass man. You could be like, yo, I don't fuck with that, bro. But he didn't. He rolled with it.
Yeah, I just think I was like, all
Can you
right,
come up with something else?
give me time. Give me time.
I'm not satisfied with that one.
For now, I'll just do.
Because it's like we watch Pixar. What I watch is anime. Oh, it's already animated. So
That's why I always say, well, watch this live action. Yeah,
so dumb. No, I need to be.
hell no. But
Oh, we expanded on my ratings, by the way.
I know. I heard y'all
hear it?
review.
hey,
so
wait, hold on. You heard the review, right? Means you heard the beginning of the review.
He always does that fucking joke.
What, bitch? No.
that part?
I'm not
What are you-
referencing. I'm not
oh, what are you
referencing that
talking
part.
about?
The one where he's like the arrow hit your ass cheek and you went. Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
that was funny, bro. That's funny.
And then the other one
That's
went.
going on the montage. That's going on the montage of the funniest moments of HRV.
Come on, you were laughing out. Come on now.
We're not laughing.
I mean,
I made chuckles.
probably.
He was like,
I don't remember.
I don't remember
my-
that.
I listened to it once.
Well, it's in the
And the
beginning,
only
though.
times I reheard any part of that podcast when I was working on some clips.
yeah.
Oh, okay. That's
I only
fucking.
listened to the beginning of that, and thanks for reading my shit late as fuck.
Wait, we read it though. Unlike last time, we read it though.
I know, man. I
Dude,
just
y'all, all right,
forgot.
we're in the spoiler section. I'm like, bro, y'all forgot again.
I knew it. Dude, I'm like, yo, I was listening to this right now. Pissed. How have you heard me say that in the
Yes.
spoiler? I'm like, yo, I was.
I was
pissed.
like, thank God Hector came in clutch. I was like, bro.
Yeah, I remembered. Fuck, I did feel bad though, Hob. I
It's cool.
did.
No, it's
I
fine.
did feel, so next time, like, we'll probably just do that first. Man.
Yeah, we'll just give you your thoughts first. Yeah.
Yeah. So
All
we
right.
won't forget.
But is this
Yeah, you watch it
worth
animated, yeah.
worth a popcorn bucket? Wait, is that just for him, the popcorn bucket?
It's for all of us.
That's for all. Okay,
Yeah.
but
Just like the movie ticket.
okay, but does that reflect how cool the popcorn bucket looks,
See, that's what I was saying. It's
or
more
like
so it's
it-
like a visual thing.
or is it just like how it reflects
Like a
hey,
movie could be trash, but the popcorn bucket could be lit.
fire?
Fuck.
Yeah,
You know
you
what I
see?
mean?
That's true.
Like, do I take visuals as does that affect my rating or my judgment of this?
Okay,
how
think of
would
it like this.
Is it a reflection of the bucket or is it
Think
a
of it like
reflection of
this.
the movie?
A popcorn bucket is like what, $40?
Yeah.
40 to 50 bucks?
Yeah.
Okay, is this movie
Okay.
good enough to spend the extra money
a
for
good
that
point.
popcorn bucket
Yeah,
and like
I'm
popcorn
glad you
and
brought
shit?
that up.
Yeah, we could think about
Combine
it like
that with the cost of a typical movie, ticket.
Yeah.
because I know we have the A-list shit, but not everyone has that.
Yeah.
So
So
what,
think of it like, is it worth buying
they
the
raised the
extra
prices,
money?
they bitches. By the way, L on UAMC. They raised the prices, man.
So think of it
I
like
would.
that. Think of it as the money aspect.
I say yeah because I came out this movie really enjoying it.
Okay.
I say it is worth the popcorn bucket.
Do you say yes too, Huff?
I said I would.
Yeah.
Yeah. That being said, I think out of 10, I think I'll probably give this. I think I'll probably give it an 8. I think it's a great film.
Yeah. Cool.
Was really left unexpectedly enjoying it.
I think that's a good point, bro. Because Thor: Love and Thunder, I didn't like it, but I got the popcorn bucket because it's Thor's hammer.
It's his hammer.
It's pretty sick. So I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
And a lot of times the popcorn
But-
buckets can be lazy, if I'm being real.
Yeah.
Like
That's
the
true.
Captain America helmet, the Ant-Man helmet. It's just Batman's
Hey, man.
cowl.
Come on now.
One I didn't
I
like.
got those two that you talked about.
I know, but you collect them out of like collectors.
What you mean? The Batman's sick as fuck. He's still in the rapper.
Oh, I'm not saying it's not cool because of that. I
gotta get another one.
And even like the Miles Morales one.
Oh yeah. That one's Marvin's.
Right.
That's my
What's
brother's.
it called? The one where I don't think it's like a bad idea, but I just think it's lame for a popcorn bucket. In my opinion, was the Dune one, Dune 2.
Oh, where it's like the worm.
Yeah, I
The
didn't like
sandworm?
that one. It got
It was pretty
popular,
basic, but it's pretty cool.
yeah, but it's like I wouldn't buy that.
The Alien Romulus one was cool.
Oh, which one was that one? Was it?
They had a few. Like Cinemark does some Regal and shit. So they're
okay.
different. The AMC, I'm trying to remember. I think it had like the bucket was covered in. I think Cinemark had the Xenomorph head.
Oh, that's raw. Oh, I think
that
I do
was
remember
Cinemark.
that. Yeah, I think I remember seeing a
Whoa.
video. Yeah, you are.
Can you look it
right.
up? The AMC popcorn bucket, because obviously we're AMC
Was one of them?
motherfuckers.
Was one of them
If
an egg? Was one of them an egg?
I don't know. I
That
don't
would be
remember.
a good popcorn bucket though.
Real question: if we had a Cinemark where we live, would we go there instead of AMC?
What's nicer?
Cinemark?
Yeah, what's nicer?
I have no idea.
I never been to one.
I just know. I feel like Cinemark has some cool ass.
The Alien Romulus one is just an Alien Romulus like regular bucket with one of the aliens wrapped around it.
Yeah, with the face huggers. There you go.
The
That's how
face
it is.
huggers.
Oh,
I fuck with that.
That looks cool.
But the Cinemark one, look up the Cinemark. I believe that was the whole Xenomorph's head.
Yeah, no, you're right. I remember seeing the
That
video.
one's pretty
I
cool.
remember seeing the video. I was like, oh shit, that is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's fire.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
It is.
Yeah, I remember seeing it. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's cool,
That's
bro.
what I'm saying.
That
That's
one was
fire.
cool.
Yeah, that's cool as
Yeah.
fuck. Anyway,
As for your
Um,
rating,
yeah, man. I thought this movie was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the deeper message about like, oh, this is how life is. And how he kind of spun it in a shitty way. I really do like that deeper message. I do like that it's self-aware. Like, hey, let's have some fun with it, man. The kill's really cool. I would say it's up there with Terrifier. Not as crazy as Terrifier, but it's definitely up there. Definitely entertaining. And I had a lot of fun, man. I'm just curious to see how the short story played out and if it's really fucking, like up there. But I think I enjoyed it a bit more than half, and I think I agree with you, Mario. I think I'm gonna give this an 8, man. I thought it was
An
great.
8?
Like I thought it was solid. Like, yo, this is would I rewatch it again? Oh, it's not my thing. Never mind. Is it worth a movie ticket? Yes. Popcorn bucket, I would get one. I'd get this. Let me see. What the fuck? What did I say about my shit again? Fuck.
Bro,
it was your collector's
streaming.
Is it a
it was like streaming service,
No, no,
DVD, Blu-ray, Steelbook, unsealed.
I had a
and then
DVD in right there.
Yeah, right. DVD.
I was thinking of adding VHS. Maybe not.
no, probably not. It's not relevant to this generation anymore.
Yeah, you're right.
But streaming service is
so-
because you don't have to buy it. It's
Yeah.
already included with Netflix or whatever.
Yeah.
yeah.
So this would probably be like a fucking 4K Blu-ray. No
4K
steelbook.
No steelbook.
No Steelbook?
Okay,
Steelbook.
that makes sense for an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
If we're talking steelbooks, we're in the 9 and 10 categories.
Yeah.
I believe so.
All right.
But anyway, yeah.
That was it, man. That was it for the non-spoiler section of the review. Thank you for everybody who made it this far. Just a heads up, we are heading into spoiler territory in 3, 2, 1. All right, we're in spoilers. You have been warned. Just letting you know, giving you time to fuck off. Even though we appreciate
To
you,
fuck off.
right? Because hey man, motherfuckers hate spoilers. Trust me, I know. All right. But no, all right. One thing I wanted to talk about right away was like the overall message of the film, and that's we dabbled into it in the non spoiler review. Is that overall theme? The main one, you can pull many, is that sometimes life can be tough. Obviously, we all know this, but at some points it's like what they're trying to say is like, what can you do about it? It's like, it is what it is. Whereas like even though you can have so many things happen, you're like, you kind of have to move on. And he told it in a very unique way, because obviously this is a comedic horror. So I wanted to ask you, is that what kind of themes other than that one, or what did you think of how the theme of this movie was? Like, was it a good theme and how it was told? Do you like the message? Do you have any other themes that you pulled personally from the film that maybe I didn't pull, or maybe Javi didn't pull from it, Hector?
I mean, I think not necessarily, man. I think, well, sure. There's the sub themes, right, where we see our MC struggling to be like a father and shit. The relationship, being I guess the fatherhood, the child not being able to spend time with his father and shit. We see those types of themes, but I think the bigger one, it was the one that you said, and I think that's what I really liked about it. If you guys remember this funny scene where the mom was talking to the boys, like saying, "You guys are gonna die. I'm gonna die. Tragic." Like, even though it was funny, she was speaking facts. Yeah. Right, and I really liked it. And she also said something that related to the end of the movie. She said, sometimes you can't force it. You just have to take life how it comes, or some shit like that. Like, basically, go with the flow. You can't force things. And at the end of the movie, you guys remember the Billy, the evil twin brother, right? He is trying to force the monkey to do that shit, and obviously the monkey's not. He's not letting himself, right? And that's just like another like symbolism, and I connected those two things. Like, yeah, it's you can't force those things. You want this person to die, you want certain things to happen, but unfortunately, there's nothing you could really do. There's nothing you could really do. Sure, I mean, like if we're talking in a sober, prudent civilian, yes. If we're talking like technicalities, if I didn't like someone, I could actually kill someone, right? But I'm talking about to the normal people, guys. Like, there's some things you just cannot force in life. You know, whether it's success, whether it's unfortunately losing someone in an accident or whatever. And they kind of play on that too. They kind of joke about that too. So, oh, it's an accident, but wait, it's not an accident. Like, that type of thing. So that's like another like controversial topic that people have when it comes to tragedies, or when it comes to someone losing a loved one, is, well, it was an accident, but then they hit you with, no, it wasn't. It was intentionally. God, it was their time to go, type of thing. So I also picked up on that. So it's really interesting how they were able to incorporate these different serious topics, but make them more fun and make them more like
a lighthearted conversation.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, more fun. And I like the deeper message where it's serious, but you're like laughing at it. It's also kind of fucked up. And it started wearing off on me as the movie was progressing. And especially like around the third act, I'm like thinking about what the mom said, and then the brother also said, is like, we're all gonna die, like all that shit. And I'm over here thinking like, damn, like, you a bitch.
No, you're right, but
oh, like, shit, funny ass motherfucker died. And I'm like, I get out of it. But it was that shit was wearing off, where I'm like thinking about it, I'm like, dang, that's kind of facts, man. Gotta take how life how it comes, man. Like, no, that's ride with the flow. And I think that's why I really liked it. How they were able to balance that, man.
I guess for me is like I don't know. Just speaking for me is the whole "it is what it is" thing. It's kind of the mentality I just have in my life personally, where it's like, if shit happens, whether it's good or bad. And what I tend to do is I always just be like, listen, if it's something negative, it's just like, hey man, something bad happened to me, but I know someone out there's probably having a much worse day.
Absolutely, man.
And that's kind of that's how I related to the theme. And that's kind of why I really enjoyed the film. I don't know, did you relate like that to the film in any way, Hav, or in any other themes maybe?
No, not any other themes. I think it was the most prominent one of the movie. That's the one that I took as the most. The one that I said I looked up, right? Like, the symbolism for childhood traumas. Like, that's not one thing that I picked up until I read it. But no, the only theme I took away from this movie is that whether you like it or not, shit is bound to happen. And in a way, it's kind of outside their control, because the monkey chooses who dies when and where. By the time he starts hitting the drums, it's one of those things where, as much as you wish on it to someone specifically, or how much you wish for something to happen, it's outside of your control. Sometimes it just does whatever it does, and it could be the monkey, it could be life. So that was really the only theme I took from the movie.
All right. All right, that's cool. Okay, one thing I wanted to talk about also was like obviously specific scenes. In terms of the kills in this movie, the beginning of the movie sets the tone in terms of the type of kills you're gonna see. And there's a special appearance from what's his name?
That's my dog.
What's his name? His actor name? What's his real name? I mean, I say actor name. It's his real name.
His actor name.
His actor name.
What's his real name?
Yeah, his real name.
Severus Snape.
What?
Yeah, because he's in that show Severance. His name is Severus. The show was named after him.
Dumbass.
Yeah, I'll just say, get the fuck out of
I don't know, bro. I'm gonna be real.
Here's the
I don't
thing.
know.
That show is so like out there and weird that I would believe it. If you watch it, bro, if you watch it, you'd be like,
no.
oh, like the premise is a really unique idea. So I was like, I wouldn't be
gotcha.
surprised. But either
Yeah.
way,
That's
so
Adam Scott.
Adam Scott, there we go. He makes a special appearance, guys. That's I wanted to bring it up in the non-spoiler, but obviously I did spoiler because he wasn't in the trailer. In the beginning, he basically walks in and he's all bloodied up or whatever the fuck, and he's carrying the monkey doll with him, right? And he's panicking and he wants to get rid of it because they're in some, I don't know what shop.
Toy
like
store, some
Pawn
shop.
shop.
Yeah, it's a pawn shop because there's like weapons in there, a fucking like
There's statues and stuff.
and everything, right? So I'm assuming he wants to give it away, right? And the guy comes in, and also he's already, you can tell he wants to be funny, right? So it tells you like what type of fucking movie this is gonna be.
Yeah.
He's like, well, what's up, brother? Blah blah blah, some shit like that. So like you immediately see the tones being fucking.
Are the lights still on?
Oh yeah, that's right.
We're getting canceled here.
Oh come on, I always make voices.
Are the lights still on now? Are we still good? Like,
we're
our
chilling,
shit's
bro.
still- Alright.
Hell no, we're fine. Trust
I think
me.
the mics are still on.
Hell no, this is
I don't think the audience wants to hear this. Dumb.
Wait,
man.
what's
Dumb man. What you mean, bro?
Oh, no.
I
But
got
either
y'all
way, right?
scared.
He's trying to get rid of the doll, right? And during the process of like them going back and forth in the convo, the doll does his like typical shit where it
drum.
signals off that whenever the drums go off when he's drumming, you know someone's about to die. So that activates, and there's like this like not submarine, this
It was a
What's
it's
like-
a
what do you-
harpoon gun.
a harpoon gun, yeah, right? And it fucking goes off, right? And it fires off straight into
his
the
stomach.
fucking stomach of this the owner of the shop.
Yeah.
Right? And you think, oh, that's it. Like, damn. Like, all right, cool, death, I guess. Nah, I don't end there. The fucking thing retracts.
Yeah.
And it brings like not the organ,
Large intestine.
the like all the intestines within them with it, and it makes like this
just
line, so it doesn't like
crazy.
flop around. No, bitch, it's like there just hanging, man. And what's crazy is that Terrifier tops this shit, Hob. You need to watch him. I want to know his
Yeah.
reaction to this shit, so he knows what we're
That's
talking
facts,
about.
bro. That's
But
facts.
either
And, like,
way,
how every movie gets crazier.
it does, Hob.
I promise.
It does, but
The first movie, it's tamed, bro, compared to the newest movie.
that's facts, yeah. That is true.
Yeah, man.
It is pretty tame. But no, man, this first scene in the movie, it really does set the tone of how the rest of the
And
of
then
the
right
film-
after, like, his character, he's like, oh, flamethrower. He gets a flamethrower
Oh,
and
yeah.
he uses it. And it's like, what the fuck? So it adds that comedy shit where it's like, oh, shit,
So
yeah.
it, like,
Like,
it lets you
sets
know
up-
what you're gonna expect
Yeah.
throughout the film. So I personally, I love the intro of this film.
What did you guys think of the because this movie, like the first maybe 40 minutes or so,
Yeah.
or maybe 30 or some shit, is them while they're younger, and he's explaining the story and like how everything led to them finding the monkey and shit like
Yeah.
that. I know some people don't really fuck with that because then when you do shit like that, it fucks up with the pacing.
Yeah.
Right? Because like, oh, we spent 40 minutes here, and now the movie's finally starting, right? Where we're at currently. And personally, I think it worked here, and I liked it.
Yeah,
I was like
I was
kind of
gonna say.
immersed and like interested like throughout.
And but the reason why I think you were immersed and I was immersed, I don't know about because you haven't said
Okay.
anything, but the reason why I think it worked is because when they were kids, we see all the shit that they went through. So you're able to relate to it. You're able to actually they don't just tell us it. We see it, and we see the reactions to them losing their mom, them seeing all this loss in their life, to the point where you see the times where you're like, all right, now they're grown as adults. This is what I saw in the trailer. Now I know why seeing them as adults, I know why they are who they are. If that makes sense.
But wait, why did you say Hav wouldn't?
No, I'm just
get
saying 'cause
that?
he didn't. No, I'm saying I said you and me because you said you enjoyed it, and I'm
yeah.
saying I'm enjoying it. Just in case he
I
didn't
got
enjoy
you.
it, I was like, I didn't want to assume.
I thought you meant like, oh, Hav just can't relate to.
I don't want to say like Hav liked it, and he's like, no, I didn't. You know what I mean?
He didn't want to
I got
assume
you.
for me.
Yeah, I didn't
appreciate
want
that, Mario.
Yeah,
Nah, fuck you, Hav.
you're a bitch.
Anyway,
Not necessary.
What happened? What did I say? Shut up, bitch. Shut up, bitch.
Oh my god! Hell no. But no, man. It's mainly because I like it because these motherfuckers still want to laugh, bro.
No, I just remembered. I'm sorry, Mario. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Wow, girl, what you remember?
This bitch, bro. This bitch right here. I remembered. I just remembered in the fucking last episode, he was like,
Yeah, Hobbs actually here, y'all. He's in the closet. Oh, that sounded wrong.
Oh yeah.
Get out the closet.
No, listen. I didn't mean it like that though.
I know you did it.
I didn't mean it
You
like.
caught yourself. You were like,
Oh, wait, that sounded wrong.
Yeah. No, I did not
Get
mean
out the
that.
closet. Yeah.
Get out. Huh?
Yeah.
I actually meant that part though. I'm like,
Oh, man, that's fucking
It's a
funny.
double entendre.
Oh my god, this
mean?
motherfucker! He always finds a way to like make fun of Kendrick, bro. It's funny.
That's a double entendre. Fucking he was
Double
talking about.
entendre.
Get out the closet, Hop. Literally and figuratively.
Oh my
Motherfucker.
god. Hell no, that's fucking dumb as
Yeah,
hell.
motherfucker.
you were saying, Mario? My fault,
yeah.
bro.
No,
You
you're
can blame
good.
him.
The Cupid.
Okay, that was alright.
Cupid got your ass cheeked. Man. That shit was funny, man.
I know.
I forget the setup of that joke. I have to go back.
Oh
and
no,
listen
it's
to
because it was Valentine's Day, and I'm like, oh
Oh yeah,
fucking
'cause you
hot.
explained you weren't here because of that. 'Cause
Yeah.
you were busy.
Yeah, like the holiday got your ass. Like, how
Cupid got
unfortunately,
your ass.
yeah, Cupid, and then like he
Cupid
shot him in the
shot an
arrow.
arrow in your
Yeah,
ass.
Oh.
But then we said both cheeks.
yeah. And
Each time you're like, ooh.
and I was like, for the second one, he was like, ooh.
Dumb. That I remember. Now I remember. That I remember. That was
Guys,
like early on.
Go listen to the Captain America.
the intro, just the intro. It's in the intro.
Just the intro.
Oh, the whole
in the
thing.
We
but
want
you
to get fans though. No.
Oh my god. That's
Go listen to the Captain America review, guys. It's funny.
Oh my god.
We're kind of untamed sometimes.
Yeah, bro. But no,
Like
they
how
just
to be untamed.
no, but just to finish that, the question Hector asked was that it works because we get to see their trauma that they have when they're an
Yeah.
adult, right? And that I believe that's why this time skip works, because I think in most films they attempt to do what this movie did, but they do the
It feels like a drag.
it
like
feels
some films.
Yeah, and they do it poorly where it's like I don't really buy that, or like maybe the writing wasn't good, or maybe the pacing was really off in the setup part of the movie.
Yeah.
To the point where like I don't really care about when the time skip happens, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. I don't know about you, Av. What'd you think?
For me, I mean, it didn't really bother me. To me, it didn't feel like the first 40 minutes of the movie. Realistically, I think it was less than that, but it did focus a lot of time on it. It's not like that in the short story. The flashback scenes come halfway through the story.
Oh,
Like it starts with them as adults. The monkey comes back, and Hal starts freaking out, and they're like, "Bro, we need to get rid of
Yeah,
this shit."
you see movies do that. Do you guys prefer that? Where like they do the flashbacks in the middle of the movie and like whatever, or do you prefer like all in one?
It just gets tricky because in the pacing you're going
It's kind
back
of
and
like
forth a
Wolfman.
lot.
Wolfman did that. Not the flashbacks in the middle of the movie, but like they did
In the very beginning.
Yeah,
they did the very
Yeah,
beginning.
It's tough because we do see his trauma, but I just think it wasn't long enough.
It depends. It depends if the flashbacks to where they were kids, like as an example, is not something to focus too much time on. You can maybe like montage it, and then yeah, sure, halfway through the movie, in the middle of the movie, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But if like in this movie, you need to dive deeper into what happened, if they have to dive deeper into the story, then maybe yeah, it'd probably make more sense to have it in the beginning of the movie so that it transitions into like the future.
It's it's definitely tricky to get to actually nail it. I want to say that TV shows do that a lot. They do the whole flashback shit a lot, and the reason why it works is because have you ever like, dude, we see this all the time. We watch a show or like an episode. The episode ends. We're like, oh shit, that's fire. You put up the second episode, but it's a flashback. And it's like, man, what the hell? Like, I wanted to start off where we left off.
Yeah.
And I feel like shows do that a lot, and because it works because you take a break from that episode and then you start a brand new episode. Versus a movie, it's a continuous thing where you just have to try to make it fucking fit in.
Yes.
You know?
All right, yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, I liked it, man.
No, that's cool. No, one thing I wanted to also bring up.
You were not genuine about that. Fuck
No,
you,
I was
bitch.
trying to transition. My bad.
Fuck you, bitch.
I was trying to
that's
tra-
cool, bro. Anyway, cool story, bro. So where we? Yeah.
No, I just wanted to transition to the next topic, and that was the comedy, specific scenes of comedy, because I wanted to highlight something because I was genuinely laughing at some parts. And
Our theater too, man. We forgot to mention that we had a very interactive.
Shit was
theater.
packed.
We tend to that's a theme with us.
It's
We
Javi
tend to
was
have-
sitting in someone's seat. What?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you
What
fucked us up.
happened?
Bro, you said the seat number when he asked you, like, or when we asked you. So it means you knew.
No, because
You said 5.
No, I'm defending myself right now.
No, let's tell this story.
This is gonna be
Let's tell
this
the
is gonna be a clip. Mark, clip this shit, bro. This is gonna be a clip. I want everyone on TikTok to know, bro.
This motherfucker.
No, so what happens is Mario is always in charge of buying our tickets. He always buys our tickets. He always buys them the day before. I always tell you not to, but you never listen, ho.
No, sometimes I do it. Sometimes I don't, though.
Yeah, and then we get
that's what
fucking
he's saying.
third row seats, and it's like
Those seats weren't bad, though.
The seats that we got for the monkey wasn't bad.
No, it's
But
not.
He's talking about like
other
movies.
times. There's been times where it's like, oh,
Yeah,
it's bad.
other
It's like, well,
movies.
dude,
Yeah,
it's fucking Marvel. Like, what'd you expect?
Yeah.
But anyways, he's always in charge of buying
Yeah.
like the movie tickets. And the thing is that we all have the A-list shit, right? So typically when you guys buy movie tickets from AMC or Fandango, whatever you want to use, when you buy the tickets, you get a barcode, but the barcode contains all the tickets you purchased, right? For A-list, it's different because you have to assign. It asks you the question: are any of your reservations? Are any of your seats for A-list members in your entourage? You hit yes, and then it gives you the list of the people. We all have each other. So if I were me buying the tickets, I would put yes, and it would show up as like, Hector and Mario. I would check mark both their names, and then I'd go to checkout. But instead of having a barcode with all of our 3 seats in it, it sends me just a barcode with my seat only. And then it emails a barcode with your seat to Hector, and then a barcode with a seat number to Mario.
And if you
separately.
have the app, you don't have to use the email. Just go to the app and you could see your tickets on the app.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So for me, I ended up pulling up a little later than you guys because I was running a quick errand.
You're just rare. You never show up late.
I know.
You're always there first, bro.
How many's there with
and this
full
goes
course
into
meals
my
sometimes?
argument. This goes into my argument. But go ahead.
I guess.
Yeah.
But
I'm
I
curious
show
what
up.
you're gonna say.
I show up and I saw that you guys were already there, and there's an empty seat next to Mario. And I look and I'm like, okay, I guess this is my empty seat. It's not the seat on my fucking phone though. You see that? It wasn't the seat that sit on my phone. But I just assumed it doesn't matter because we bought these 3 seats.
I know what you're talking about.
Who cares if
I know
we're
what you're
sitting
talking
on the right one? I just
Oh, I know what
assumed
you mean.
you were in
Yeah,
my
I just
seat.
think what he meant. All right, bet.
I assumed you were in my seat, and I just took like Mario's seat because
Yeah.
the way we always sit, guys.
That's what I thought too.
Though, yeah. The way that we always sit in the movie theater, we always have Hector in between me and Mario.
Hey yo, pause.
Hold on.
What is going on?
Hold on. I love how you guys went all loud like y'all Los
Hey, yo.
Toyos and shit.
Hey, yo,
Wait, what?
like,
Right when I said
what?
no Diddy. I literally tried to say no Diddy, but y'all want to make it weird and be loud
Nah, shut up,
and
bitch. You
overpower
love it.
my
You
voice.
love Diddy.
What are you
yo,
talking about?
What the fuck?
I literally said,
How do you
"Hey yo,
want-
no Diddy," and then he wants to get all fucking loud, like it's a Los and Fantano argument over Drake's new album and shit. Bro, let me finish before y'all cook me. What the fuck? I literally said, "Hey yo, no Diddy," but y'all wanted to loud overpower my fucking voice. Let me, like that doesn't count. Y'all can't do me like that.
No, I
That is
read that
not
down. It
fair.
counts.
That is not fair.
That's one of the
What
telly
the
marks.
fuck?
It's making it
Can
to
you
the montage.
imagine
It's making it to
if
the
like if Hector did that and I go over and I mute his mic? Hey, you're fucking gay as hell. Like that doesn't count.
We didn't even mute your
No,
mic.
but he yelled loud as fuck. Y'all can even hear me say, "Hey, yo, no Diddy." Like y'all didn't even give me the chance.
funny.
What the fuck?
That's
nah,
actually
man, I'm
funny.
getting baited, bro. I'm about to get naked, bro. I swear to God, I'm fuming.
You said I'm furious.
No, I'm kidding. I'm not. But like y'all bitches, like y'all, I was gonna like.
No, when you said in between Mario, when Hector says between Mario,
And then I was gonna say, "Hey, yo, no Diddy," and no, and it gets all loud.
yo, the way
and
you yelled
shit.
the mic, you saw
Bro,
that.
like what
Yo.
the fuck? It's like-
I wish that was something else.
anyways,
Fuck. That's too funny.
the reason why we do that is because I always want to make jokes during the movie. And I just like saying shit to Hector, like, yo, what the fuck? Like, I
Yeah,
just
so
like
fuck
making
Mario. He
jokes
doesn't
and
like
shit.
Mario.
No, that's not the that's not the point. It's just because like I just like messing around with Hector. No Diddy. Thank y'all for letting me pause. Thank you for the fun. That's what I wanted last time. Anyways, long story short, that's how the usual seat arrangement is. But because I got there late, weird that Mario wanted to be in the middle, even though Hector's always like.
I went to my seat number.
I know that now, but what I'm saying is because there was an open seat, I'm assuming that I was in like the other seat.
I know what you're talking about. But here's the thing. When you get the tickets, do you know the seat order? Like, do you see the seat numbers and you know, okay, this one's going to be mine. I'm going to sit here. No. You buy the 3 seats and it gives you a random number.
Yeah, it doesn't assign you one. It
doesn't assign you
It just
one.
assigns any one of
Any
ours.
one of those 3.
Like, our seat arrangement could have been Hector, me, Mario.
Yeah, exactly.
It could, because it just gives you a random
But
one.
we always have it to where like, oh, I sit in the middle, right?
Yeah,
But
like we know these
you
3
and I-
seats are
you-
ours.
You and I understand that. This motherfucker doesn't. That's why I thought what happened here was like, oh, okay, cool. Because Mario doesn't understand that concept yet. I don't know what it is. His frontal lobe hasn't developed. But he literally just, oh, this is my seat number? Cool. So like if
And he
his
just-
seat number was in the middle, like he'd just be there. He'd be like, oh, it's my seat number, bro. Sorry. And I thought that's what happened. Do you understand?
Yes.
Hey, this is my seat number. I was like, hey, Hobbs not going to be in the middle. I mean, sorry, I'm not going to be in the middle. He's like, hey, man, I'm just sitting in my seat. Dude. Right? So that's what I thought. And I'm like, okay, cool. That's how Mario is. He just follows the seat pattern, which is cool. Whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
And because these other chicks, these like younger girls sat next to me. Like one of them sat next to me.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, okay, cool. That means that's Hobbs' seat.
Yes.
But while we're watching during the movie, some dude pulls up and like goes to one of the girls next to like where the girl, there was 2 girls. One of the girls was sitting in Hobbs' seat. And that's like, oh, what seat is this? He's like, oh, this is number 5. Or no, I had number 5. Did I have number 5?
No, I had
No,
five.
he had 5.
No, he had 5. I had 6 and then 7. So anyway, number 5, right? He's like, oh, okay. Then that means my seat's over here. And he went to Hob. He's like, yo, I think you're in my seat. And his dad was like, what are you talking about, bucko? And he's like, well,
The thing is, I couldn't make the argument because my seat number, the seat number on my phone was wrong.
he's like, wait,
That's why I can't be like no,
listen,
because like
listen.
yeah, you're right. I'm in the wrong fucking seat.
Listen, he's like, yo, is this seat number 8, bro? And then Hob was like, yes, it's number 8. And right there, I wanted to laugh, bro. Because like he probably thought like, yo, this dude trying to take my shit.
Yeah, he probably did.
And then I look, I'm like, wait, what the fuck? I didn't know, obviously. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, let me check. And I checked to the girl next to me and I'm like,
she's in the
I think
wrong
I
seat.
told
she's
you.
in the wrong seat.
I think I
Yeah.
told you.
I don't remember.
I think I looked at you and I said I'm 5.
I don't remember.
And then you
bro.
looked and you realized that 5 was next to you.
I'm gonna be real. I don't remember.
Oh.
I think you just said, yo, like, I don't know what the fuck, bro. I'm
But
gonna be
like,
real.
but the
No, the
thing
girl
is,
was 100% in the wrong seat.
The girls were in the wrong seat.
Yeah,
and
the
I'm
girls
like,
were in
when
the
I
wrong
checked,
seat.
I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, this is number 5. And then the dude pulled up to me, was standing in front of me, bro, blocking my view of the movie. He's like, oh, do you have his seat? Are you gonna move? I'm like, oh no, bro, it's not me, bro. Get the fuck out of me. Hey, yo, pause. Hey, yo, pause, bro. Hey, yo. I meant, hey, yo, chill out.
Get out of me.
I meant, get off of me, bro.
you're
Hey, yo.
welcome for letting you pause.
yo.
See how he gets loud?
No, but you have to beat it. You have to be fast, bro.
Yeah,
Pause.
he did. Yeah, he's right.
You have to be fast
said
with it.
pause before I started laughing. He said pause
Yeah,
before I started
stop.
laughing. Yeah,
Look
right.
at how he's so mad.
wait,
He's so mad. You have to be
I gotta be
quick.
faster.
You have to be quick.
What do you mean? I was at good
I-
speed. He just gets all loud
No,
and shit.
I didn't. No, but here's the thing.
But
He
he
was
beat my
loud, but I
loudest.
beat his ass. I beat his ass.
Yeah, he
I was
beat
the
my
loudest. I was
loudest.
beat his ass.
Shout it louder. Am I supposed to overpower him?
I was so quick though.
For our listeners,
I was so quick.
with headphones on.
I was so quick. That's why I do this. Like I put my mic pretty low. Anyway, and that's why Mario does that. Look, he takes his mic away. He laughs. Anyway,
I always do that, bro. Come on, that'd be me.
Anyway, I was quick with it. Anyway, pause. So I'm like, yo, bro, get off. What the fuck is wrong? I didn't say that to him, but I was like thinking in my head, I'm like, yo, bro, like, chill, like, move, girl. You're my shit. And so the girl was like, oh yeah, this is number 5. And then there was a seat available down there, and it's like, oh, then what the fuck's wrong with you guys? So, oh, we'll scoot over. All right, cool. And they scoot over. The girl was nice. She's like, oh, I'm sorry about that. It was our bad. I'm like, oh, no worries. It's cool. And that was pretty much the situation. But like because of that, we missed like a scene that was kind of. It's not super important. But
I think
it was
it
a
was-
specific character. It was the nanny.
The nanny. I
But
think
we didn't
it was,
know.
Yeah.
We're like, who the fuck is this bitch?
Yeah.
At that point,
We got
Yeah.
lucky low key because it like
Yeah.
No, we just got lucky with some scene. If we're being honest.
that's true. It wasn't a big deal. It was still the beginning of the movie, showing the monkey,
Yeah.
the monkey's like powers and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was kind of funny, bro.
all
and I
thing- all
felt
thing-
Haber. I'm like, yo, like, I was like, is that number? He's like, is that number? And he's like, yes. He's like, yeah. He's like, you're my seat. He's like, yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
I thought that was so funny, bro.
But yeah, dude, I think if we can take anything from this story is that Mario fucked us up, bro.
No, here's my thing, bro. It's because you always beat us. This is the first time we beat you.
Okay.
In like a year. I'm
Yeah,
not
let me
fucking
hear
with
your
you.
argument. Go ahead.
In a year, because you always take the seat. Like you somehow we always end up sitting in that formation.
Because how it looks.
Yeah, but my
Like
thing
he-
is, you said in the email it shows all the seats.
No, it just shows you yours.
So how do you know to fucking?
Because if he would buy them.
But he just said right now, I always buy them.
Oh, that's true.
No, yeah, there's some.
That's what I'm
there's
saying.
some cases where I buy them.
So he just
when it's a big
guesses.
movie and I know it's gonna fill up. And
But
I
what
wanna
about the
buy
movies
day
when I
before.
buy? You
He
still
just-
do it.
He just guesses it. You sit in your seat and you just see where our seats land.
Yeah.
Right, and then that's when you change.
Yeah, I sit in my seat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I sit in mine
we get there.
Until you get here, and then if I realize I'm in the middle, then I'll move.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or if I'm in Mario's seat, then I guess I'll stay because Mario can just go and take my
Yeah.
seat or whatever the fuck, right? But like, yeah, like that's why.
But another
but-
thing, reason that fucked me up is that because you weren't there, I just resorted. Oh, I'm just gonna go to my seat. Like, what is this on my phone?
Yeah, you're right. You
But
were
here's
right.
the thing.
I told
But
you.
here's the thing.
I told you.
When everything was like a movie was starting or whatever the fuck, I should say. I assumed, like you said yourself, like that was your seat too, right? Because when all that shit was going on, I was like, wait a minute, there was a gap between me. I remember when I ordered, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna stay here because there's a gap. I'm just like, I'm bogus. The gap was like a dude by himself because there was a gap, then another people, right? So I did that bogus ass shit where like I leave one seat alone between two people. I'm like, nah, ain't no only weirdo gonna buy that seat. You know what I'm talking about?
And someone did.
Someone did.
And it was that guy
And
saying,
it
"You're
was
in my
that
seat."
guy, right?
You're in my seat.
Yeah,
buddy.
so that's my bad because I always sit on the left mainly. I always sit on the left. Sometimes
Yeah.
you're on the right, right? But no, that just threw me off because
and like
you're
and, like,
always there.
He's also not the type to switch. He's not the. As soon as he sits down, he's like, "Yo, whatever." And like, oh, the movie's kind of starting, bro. You want to switch? He's like, "Bro," he'll make a face and be like, "Yo, bro, what the fuck going on? Like, it's my seat, bro. Like, yo, who cares, bro? Like, just sit down there. What the fuck? Like all insecure and shit. It's like, what the fuck, bro? Like he's that type of guy.
Well, the movie started already.
Yeah, you see what I mean? He wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do that.
it was like trailers, I'd
as
be like,
soon as-
all right.
As soon as he sat his ass on the seat, I already knew it was a wrap. So he's not leaving. He's not moving at all. So it's fine. I don't care. It's
Next time, just tell me in the trailers. I'll move.
this motherfucker.
You should have told me. Either way, it worked out. It worked out either
He
way.
doesn't even add a final item to the drive-through, bro.
Final item.
Yeah, bro. Remember that?
Final item.
Wait, what?
Yeah, do you remember when we went to Cane's that one time?
Uh-huh.
And we
Final
ordered food in the drive-through, and I was like, "Wait, I forgot. I wanted to order this other thing," but the lady had already said, "Okay, well, you're, what's the name? Oh, Mario. Okay, your total is blah blah blah. You know, to the next window." And I was like, "Fuck, Mario, I forgot to order. Can you tell her to order this?" He looked at me and said,
I'm already done.
Yeah.
I'm like, Mario.
Yeah, he does that.
And here's the thing: I've worked drive-throughs,
does
motherfucker.
that.
I've worked at fast food. You could still add an item. It's not
Do you
too late.
do you understand what he's saying?
Yeah, I said it. I finished the order, and then I was like, bro, I already ordered. We can't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
and
do
it's
that.
like,
I don't remember
yeah,
this
you
moment,
can't,
though.
bitch. Just
No, but
order
you
my
do that.
fries.
You do
Like,
that. Yeah. He does do that.
Yeah, I do it because I feel bad for the employee.
Man, fuck him.
Yeah.
So,
How you used to be one of
Another
them.
thing, no,
Yeah.
another thing. Hold on. Another thing that Mario does in the drive-through is like I'll literally tell him the most simplest shit. Hey, bro, I just want this and this. All right, bet, bro. He goes to the window. He looks at it. What'd you want again, bro? I'm like, what? I just told you. I just told you what I wanted. It wasn't crazy. It was just simple shit.
You notice how with me, like, I'll order it, but then I ask follow-up questions?
Yeah.
Like,
Anything else, bro?
it's like, so you're good, right? Just the 3 sauce? Okay, but, and then I always reassure. But
Yeah,
he just blank space. He just,
So what you want, bro? Legit, like couple seconds before we go to drive-through. Oh yeah, how can I help you? Oh shit, what you want, bro?
I'll remember like half of it, but then it's like the other shit. I'll forget. I remember like, oh,
funny,
he wants a
bro.
Dave's double. Can I get a medium? Like, what drink did you want again? It's like, what drink was it? Oh, lemonade.
Yeah.
All natural lemonade. Fire, by the way.
he tells the drive-through person.
Dude, no,
This is
there's a
fine.
story I want to tell you, bro. That happened at Cane's, bro.
Oh, the one. Oh
Last
my.
week.
No, that shit was crazy.
The thing is, I'm sorry, guys. This has to be probably off pod.
Yeah.
Just because I cannot air out my friend's business out there on the pod. It's personal.
Oh.
No, it's not. It's funny. It's funny.
Oh.
Don't get me wrong. No, I'm just saying, like, what if he just doesn't want the story to be out
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you know what I mean?
Okay.
It's one of those, like, funny moments where, like, yo, why are you talking about my personal life? Like,
Gotcha.
Yeah. I know
So
what you mean.
I'm sorry, guys. It's super funny, but I'm sorry. It's just out of respect of my friend. I can't say on the pod just because, just in case he didn't want to. But I will ask him. I'll actually ask him.
Yeah.
In the next review, if he's okay with it, then we'll tell you guys the
Yeah.
story. But Hav,
It's hilarious.
It's hilarious, bro.
Oh, no.
It's
Okay.
hilarious. Anyway, back to the fucking movie. Oh my god, we're talking about movie seats and shit. But now people think are weird, bro. It's like, oh, that's kind of weird. They have like Hector's always in the middle. What?
That's funny.
Like, who does he think?
It's because Hector's the commentary dude.
Like who
Or
does he
he's
think
always the
he
one that we
is?
turn to and be like, bro, that shit lame as hell.
That is true. Mario,
Mainly,
He's always the
mainly it's just you two. I'm mainly quiet during the
That's
movie.
true.
That's
I
because
don't
we
really-
got that blood, bro.
no, and
Blood
that
Brothers.
and because mostly have and I like our seats are always like the ones that are closer, like conjoined
the
where you
pairs.
can move. Yeah, the pairs.
Yeah.
Versus Mario, like you're kind of like a bit
couples.
further.
I'm the odd man
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Like,
Like he's a bit further and shit. But anyway,
Yeah. All right. So sorry about that tangent, yo. But it
we just
needed
had
to
fun
happen.
with
It
it.
needed to happen.
We went into that tangent because we were talking about our experience. Do y'all want to bring up the loud laughing motherfucker too?
Oh yeah. So our theater was very interactive. There, and I get it. There's some
it-
scenes
yeah,
where it's
they
funny.
say,
People
yeah.
are laughing and shit. But there are some moments where I feel like they're just overdoing it, especially the girls that were over there next to Hav. And I was already kind of feeling that when they were sitting next to me. I'm like, oh shit, it's gonna be a rough one. But then when Hav switched, I'm like, hey yo, it's gonna be good. They're still kind of annoying, but they were like commentating on bullshit shit, like not even funny shit. They'd be like, oh yeah, no. Oh my god, like whatever. And then it's also a guy.
There
There's
was
some
some dude
guys too.
below us
And there's a dude below us.
that
But yeah.
like just kept laughing loud as yeah, just like doing shit like that.
No
Okay,
way.
but here's the thing. Ready? I'm about to mistress your mind, right?
Yeah.
Oh my
you did
God.
say that, bitch. Fuck you. I'm gonna find the clip. Anyway,
Hell no.
Ready?
yes.
When I heard that motherfucker laugh loud as fuck, like how he was laughing, it kind of gave me PTSD. Is
Why?
that the same? Is that the same loud motherfucker who who would laugh like that when we saw Boy Kills World?
Oh shit.
I don't remember. I'm not the truth. I don't.
I do remember. There was a guy that laughed like that.
And
when we saw that
Mario
movie.
was the one who brought it up in the review. Remember, he
Yeah.
was like, "Dude, there was some guy that was next to me, bro. He was laughing. He was laughing and shit." You brought him up.
Oh, he sat next to me.
Yeah, he
What's
sat
with me
next.
always sitting next to these motherfuckers, bro?
And like when he laughed like that, I'm like, "Bro, is that the same dude from Boy Kills World?
Yeah.
Who sat next to Mario and he kept laughing loud as fuck and shit? Like how he was laughing right now."
Yeah.
So I was gonna say, like, I don't know if you guys
Could
remember
it be?
that.
I'm not sure, man.
I can't remember.
I don't know if you guys
bro.
remember. Do you guys remember?
No, I'm glad I,
can't
don't.
Dude
remember.
was
I'm
laughing
glad I don't
exactly
remember.
like loud as fuck, like with all his fucking lungs and shit. Like, yeah, like that fucking shit.
What the fuck? Legit shit like that.
Oh Jesus! He did that.
Yeah, I know.
For the bowling, where Billy dies.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Where he gets killed with the bowling ball.
Yeah.
He did that.
Hell no.
yeah. That's why I was like, bro, is that the same dude?
It's very interactive. You know what's crazy, man? After like what 3 years or 4 years, I don't know how long we've been doing this. Going to movie theaters, we had a lot of crazy interactions. Like when we saw Talk to Me Mario, remember the drunk couple next to me?
Yeah.
I told him, "Yo, bro, what the fuck y'all doing?" They moved. Mm-hmm. We saw the two drunk girls next to us.
Oh yeah,
we were drinking. With
We
them
were
and shit.
drinking with them. That shit was funny.
Hey man, they're kind of bad, man. And they asked us like, "What are you guys doing later? Like, what are you guys doing after?" And we're like, "Nah, man, I'm sorry, but y'all drunk as fuck." And I didn't say it, but in my head, I'm like, "Oh, we're gonna be busy." But in my head, I'm like, "Yo, they're just drunk, bro. They're just
Yeah.
trying to get crazy, man. Hell no, hell no. You never and like." You never. I feel like they could be infected, boy. You never know, boy. They gave out. You know what I'm talking about? How
Yes.
you see a girl, and you're like, okay, like, bro. It was fucking noon, bro.
It was
and they were
noon.
drinking.
Yeah, bro.
Come on, dog. You already know what's up.
Yeah.
Anyway, but they were kind of they're cute, you know. Hey
He
man,
says that shit like you know, bro. But hey, man, they were.
like here's the thing, like
They
no,
fucking
listen,
disgust me, but like,
no, listen, look, no, Hav, listen, like it's one of those things, like like I'd hit, but I'd be scared to hit though.
yeah. I'd
hit,
probably
but I'm
wrap it
scared.
twice.
Yeah, type shit. Like it's one of those things. It's like, oh, what are you guys doing later? Like, kind of
Not you.
Like they were just saying,
Dude, that's funny as
they were just like, they were like insinuating like they wanted like to hang or like talk a bit more. 'Cause,
Yeah.
dude, we obviously we stay for the end credit scenes
Right.
always in movies and shit.
Yeah.
Everyone left, but they stayed, bro. They stayed with us and they were talking to us. And to be fair, they knew the girl at least next to me knew their lore. And she was kind of like, because it was the two dividers. Mario and I had the pair, and she was like leaning like near me, like talking to me, like throughout the movie, asking me questions, like, "Oh my god," like I'm like, "Bitch, like what the fuck is wrong with you, bitch?"
I enjoyed the movie.
Yeah, like low key was kind of bothering me. Anyway, funny interactions, man. Especially when we saw what was it, Elemental, the dad in the back
Oh my
explaining
God.
shit.
Explaining every scene
Oh,
known to
wow.
man.
Were you there for that?
No, you've told me the story.
Dude, no, that was brutal too.
Hey, you guys said that.
It'd be quiet moments, huh?
Yeah,
It's
I know.
like,
I know.
oh my
I know.
God.
It's tough, bro. I remember I remember I went to go see Smile and those fucking middle schoolers
Oh,
were
yeah,
just
yeah,
talking the
yeah.
whole time and shit.
And the
I
two
didn't go
guys-
see it with you guys, but apparently
Yeah.
you guys ran into something similar.
Yeah. That's fuck.
Yeah, bro.
man.
I don't know. Here's a question. This is kind of not related to the movie.
Oh, shit.
I'm sorry if it's another side tangent, but like you mentioned, right? After about 3 and 4 years of doing this, because we have to, for the pod, we go watch these movies.
Yeah.
Do you guys feel like a burnout? Not so much making pods, like not.
I think you asked this question before.
Where have I? Maybe.
Yeah.
Have you guys feel like a burnout of where like you just don't enjoy going to the movie theaters anymore in risk of situations like this where you run into people who are loud, where you run into people who make shit awkward, or fucking little kids and like middle schoolers? I heard your guys' review on Brave New World, and I guess y'all ran into some fucking kids who wouldn't shut the fuck up and shit.
Oh my
yeah,
god,
yeah.
how it was
yeah,
bad,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah,
It
and
was
exactly what you guys described those kids were the fucking same kids that I ran into with Smile all those years ago. Same annoying, same wouldn't shut the fuck up, the same jokes, like exactly what you guys described.
I mean,
like,
the thing is I think it's just inevitable. Like, there's always going to be an instance where you come across that.
it's just one of those things where it's
I
like,
don't-
bro, thousands of theaters across the nation. Out of all the show times, this is the one where fucking middle schoolers decide to show up, bro.
But remember, there's thousands of middle schoolers doing the same thing in other thousands of theaters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's just inevitable. I just kind of accepted it. It's rare, to be fair. Like, when we go see movies, not
That's
a lot
true.
of
It doesn't
problems.
happen all the
but
time.
I will say that I think it's not necessarily a burnout. Like, I'm not gonna say, oh, bro, I'm tired of going and seeing the movies and shit like that. No, I will say that I don't like the magic is kind of wore off.
I know what you mean. That's what I was gonna say.
And what I mean by that is back then, I would only watch probably 1 or 2 movies a year, and we would do that when we hung out with the cousins, with the boys. We'd go out to eat. No, we'd watch the movie. No, we'd go out to eat and then go to the movie, or like either or, right? And it felt cool because you're hanging out with your boys, you're doing something, you're out at the mall, you went to a restaurant. It's fucking 8 p.m. You're driving the vibes. You go movie theater. It's at night. The lights are on. You see a bunch of people. It's the weekend, so you see a bunch of people because with the times we go to is daytime and like not many people go. You see a bunch of people like and shit. The vibe is there, like that magic. Oh shit, cool. We're gonna check out this movie. I think that wore off for me.
No, yeah.
I
can
think
see
it wore
that.
off for me, but it's weird because I say that, but I felt it again when we saw Ant-Man with your buddies, with your coworker. Like, it was a group of people, and it was
Yeah.
at night.
Yeah.
It was at nighttime.
And it was opening night.
It was opening night. There was a lot of people, a lot of lines, like the vibes. I felt the vibe there. So I just think it's the day and time and like the what you do in that day and shit like that.
That makes sense. Okay, now here's the question. Would you guys want to do that for Superman?
That's a good question.
A Friday night, opening night, just for the vibe, like what you described.
Yeah, just for the vibe, and then review it Saturday. Yeah,
Like we just come up and review
I'd be
it.
down.
I wouldn't mind it. I felt that feeling wore off for me because whenever you before going to the movie theaters, it used to feel like an event. Like,
Yeah.
oh, we're going to the movie. Like, oh shit.
That's true. Yeah,
Right?
Now it's literally a
I
normal.
would
every
always
Saturday.
go.
Now the event is only if it's a movie that we're all looking forward to.
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah.
Like, okay, The Monkey, like this movie, it was like, okay, cool, we're gonna go watch a horror movie. I just hope it's good. But it's not the same as like, bro, Superman's this Saturday. Hype. Like, you know
And
what
what's crazy is we saw fucking Cross the Spider-Verse Saturday, and it was like it was in the daytime.
That's true.
Yeah.
And
But
it
I
was-
still felt it too.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, shit, kind of hype. When we
Like-
saw Oppenheimer too, I was like, oh shit, it's kind of.
like I said, now it's more so that the hype is there if it's a movie that we're looking forward to.
That's true.
That's
But
where
then
it comes
going
from.
back to Mario.
Nah, I was just saying
Finish it there.
because what's it called? Hold the fuck.
Because it was an event, you said.
Oh yeah, it was an event, and I would always go at night, and it would always be for a movie that like, okay, I'm for sure I'm looking forward to it. You know what I mean? Now, the event feeling, it's gone. If that makes sense, just because we usually have to wake up pretty early for these things, and that always plays a factor. Because I'm like, yo, I'm still fucking sleepy, motherfucker. Like, I wish I could
true.
see it in the afternoon, but like, obviously we can't for the pod's sake, right? Which is no, I'm not complaining about that, right? But no, man, I still enjoy doing it. It's just the effect of it feeling like an event is gone for me, and for certain things, it's still there. Like I felt that way for probably for Ant-Man, because like that was a special occasion where your coworkers came. I would say Oppenheimer too, because we drove all the way to fucking IMAX. I mean, trash.
And it was
but
pretty night. It was nighttime.
And
It was like
nighttime.
7 p.m.
Like if we
showing.
go, if we were to go like now, like a movie at night for a big movie, I would feel like for Superman, like if we do that.
true.
Oh, there we go. Deadpool, Wolverine.
I was gonna say that.
We saw that early, and to me, it felt like, yo, I'm actually hyped. Like I haven't
No,
felt
we
this.
didn't. No, Deadpool. Did we?
Yeah, we saw it early with Danny.
Late.
Late.
No.
It
Late.
was like,
You said early.
oh my bad. I meant late. My
Y'all
bad.
saw it late as fuck.
Yeah.
It was Thursday night.
Late at
yeah.
night.
Yeah, it was like Thursday, right?
Yeah, we saw it late at night, Hop.
was
And,
at-
and it was at a different theater.
Yeah,
Yeah.
different location.
And it was a breath of fresh air. Oh, it was a nice theater, different vibe. The theater itself was fucking dope as fuck.
Yeah.
And I felt it there too.
Yeah, I was about to say, man, because like I'm not saying it's gone. Like for what we do right now, it's gone. But whenever like something like that, when
There's
we're,
always,
like,
it
it does come back.
yeah.
But I still enjoy watching these movies. Like I enjoy doing this.
No, it's not.
And to be honest with you guys, I kind of like the shift of watching movies early and reviewing, because before we would watch them like
Late.
because we would treat movies like, oh, it's like a evening night thing.
Yeah.
And we would do that, and we'd get home at 9, 10 p.m. and oh, guys, we got a review. Then the review's like 2 hours long. It's already almost midnight. We're sleepy, and it throws the pod vibe off.
Yeah.
So I'm glad. So we obviously that's the reason why we made the change, and it was for the better.
Yeah.
Anyway, you were gonna add something?
No, I was just gonna say, like, for me, I'm coming from the burnout aspect. For me, is the fact that I go to the movie theater and I hear loud people, and I'm like, and like
gotcha.
like Hector, it's like, oh fuck, it's gonna be a rough one.
Yeah.
Like these people aren't gonna stop talking.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers
It ruins your
being
experience,
laughing
man.
and shit. For me, I go into the movie theater kind of anxious. I'm not gonna lie, and the feeling of like, am I gonna be able to enjoy this movie because no one's gonna be loud or fucking whatever, or are we gonna get fucked up with another infant? on
That
the
was
top
crazy.
row
Bro,
and
I would
shit?
be so pissed if I saw Dune 2 with like a fucking annoying-
Exactly.
Oh my god, we
That's
got blessed
why
with a good theater.
Now, whenever we go see movies, bro, I go in there a little anxious, like, oh, fuck, bro. I really hope I could just sit down and, even if the movie's trash, even if it was Madam Web, like, I just want to be able to just watch the movie. So, like, as I'm watching, even if it's a bad movie or a good movie, I want to be able to, like, take mental notes so I know what to bring to the podcast, so I know when to point out. And if someone's talking the whole time, or if they bring me out of it and it distracts me, I feel like it just fucks with my whole rhythm. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it just fucks me
that's
up.
true.
So for me, it's not so much that I feel burnt out about like going to the movies or reviewing. I was talking more of the fact that like we might run into a situation where people are going to be loud or talk or whatever, be annoying, and that's what brings me out of it. That's what I was coming more after.
I got you.
And dude, and like today, like these girls were gossiping and like just commentating and shit. The loud ass dude that was laughing and shit.
And the other dudes next to those girls, I don't know if they were pretty loud too.
Next to those, I think they
Yeah.
came together. That's why.
Oh, oh, did they?
Yeah, I think they were a whole group. So that's why I just kind of consider them. But that's why I wanted to ask you guys, like, do you guys feel the same way as I do? Do you guys kind of go into the movie theater like, I just hope motherfuckers stay quiet?
That's true, man. I think I mostly think about that when it's like a movie I'm really looking forward to.
That's true. That's also true. Can you imagine, bro, Superman?
And,
Can you imagine it's that laughing bitch from Love and Thunder?
That laughing.
that'll forever be my worst experience, dude.
That was crazy.
That was my worst experience
She
ever.
came alone, bro.
She came alone.
Hey, respect though.
Respect, yeah, I always respect you going alone, but like
That's respect.
she didn't respect
Us.
the
Yo, in Hard Eyes.
No, the fucking movie theater. She didn't respect the movie theater, bro.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Yo, here's the thing, Mario. Next time in Hard Eyes, there was like what 2-3 girls that went alone. That's crazy work. That's where you got to slide, and that's where you can maybe find the one, bro.
All right.
It's like one of those things where like, oh, you run into a girl or a pretty girl or some shit at like the manga section. Like both y'all
Oh my
fuck with
God.
that shit.
Hell no,
This is the
that's
same
funny.
shit here. Y'all both will fuck with movies. Y'all
Hell no.
so like, what's up?
You know what's funny is I did notice her leave by herself. Like I saw her come in by
There was
herself,
3 of 'em.
but I was expecting. No, the one thing about one to my left.
Oh,
that was to my left in my row, in our row.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed her, but she came in. I was like, oh, she's probably with her boyfriend. Makes sense. Love Eyes, like Valentine's Day, makes sense. But then she also left by herself.
You should be like in the movie.
And here's what's funny, Hector. What's funny is that for a brief moment, I was like, should I?
Oh,
And I was just
coming
like,
from Mario, bro.
and I was like, should I? Because hey, man, recently, bro, I've been getting a lot of compliments about my body. Like people noticing I have
yo.
coworkers and shit. No,
yo.
pause. Don't worry, trust me. Pause.
Brody saying what?
Pause. Don't worry. There's been
What is he
females.
showing them?
People asking him like, yo, you have an OnlyFans?
This motherfucker.
how you get
That
dicks.
has happened before.
That's crazy.
Remember
It happens.
Walmart, my
Remember that
Walmart.
story?
We talked about
my
it.
Walmart.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
we talked about it. But no, that's why I've been feeling like just like a lot more confident, which is why I felt like that. But ultimately, I was just like, nah, I shouldn't. I was like, damn. I know. Not looking back at it, I really do regret it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I regret it. So when the next time that shit happens, I'm gonna take my shot.
Hey man, that's what I'm saying, because you never know.
Yeah, because I do regret it. I'm just like, damn, she came here by herself. That was a perfect opportunity. I already knew what I was gonna say.
And if that one didn't work, you could try to the other two girls.
I wait out there.
That
I'm
was
like,
strike
hey.
one.
He's outside the door. He's outside the door.
They all come
waiting.
out one by one.
Yeah. He's like, yo, hey man, can I get your number? Like whatever.
No, I'm good.
No, I'm good. Okay, she leaves. All right.
Hey, man,
just sit there,
He's
you
just
wait.
sitting there waiting as like a doorman, like
Yeah.
as she comes
actually
out.
funny. That's actually funny.
Hey, how are you? My name is Mario, and no, thank you.
I got hard eyes for you, bitch.
That's good. That's fire. That's good. Said that shit with that other girl.
that was funny.
That's fire, Hop. I like that. I got hard eyes for you, girl. What's up, girl?
That's actually funny. All right, okay.
You done, bitch? What you mean?
Listen, I love the tangents, but we got to get back to the movie and not spoil. We can. It's already, I know. I do apologize. It was long. We are at 1:44, so let's talk about the kills because obviously, all right. What was your guys? I'll start with you, Hob. What was your favorite send off in this?
My favorite?
Yeah.
Do we have to count the montage ones? Remember there was that montage where it's like, oh, on Monday this person died, on Tuesday this person died. I wouldn't count those because they were kind of brief.
Yeah,
I don't want to count
yeah.
those. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
not including those, fire. My favorite kill would have to be.
I think I have one in mind.
There's quite a few. Like the intestine one definitely helped set the tone. Where I'm like, okay, I know. Like the deaths are going to be like this. I think for me, some of them were kind of too easy. I'm like, that wasn't that satisfying. Can we give a least favorite as well?
If you want, yeah, go ahead.
So I guess for my favorite, I'm trying to like think of all the ones that happened. I would have to say probably my favorite would have to be. Fuck it, just for time, because I'm trying to think through all of them. Just for time, I'm gonna just throw this one. The one with when the girl's head gets cut off. At the dinner. What do you call that? I forgot what those are called.
My mind wants to say
Korean barbecue?
hibachi. Oh, I think it is that. No, wait, no, it's not.
No,
that.
it's not, because Korean barbecue is where you grill your own
Yeah, I was
barbecue.
gonna say, yeah.
Because like at the table that you sit at, there's a little grill.
I wanted to say hibachi, but I'm like, no, it's not that either.
No, I think it
Is it
I think
that?
you're
I don't
right.
think. Isn't that?
I've
a
been to one of
buffet?
those places once, bro. I want to go
Isn't that
back.
a buffet?
It's not a hibachi buffet. It's just a hibachi.
It's like when the
Yeah.
chef is
don't
grilling
know.
the food in front of you while the people sit around. you.
Yeah,
I
it's
forget
that
what that
shit.
setting is called.
Yeah.
But the monkey starts beating the drum in the car, and the dude pulls out what is that called? The cleaver.
Yeah.
Is that like that meat cleaver? And he whips it out like a fucking samurai sword because you hear the shing, and then everything stops, and then the kid, right, our young kid Hal,
Yeah.
looks over at the babysitter, and you just see a line of red coming out of her neck, and her head just slices off.
That
Yeah.
shit.
That's
and
me.
it, and
I
it
was
goes
like,
on the
whoa.
grilling thing.
I was like, whoa, what the fuck? So I would probably say that. My least favorite death would have to be something that was kind of a little more basic, not as creative, and it's probably their mom's death, because it was just an aneurysm.
Oh yeah.
Like she was just bleeding from her ear and from her eyes, and then she just kind of like just kind of plopped on the floor. I'm like, that could have been a little bit more creative. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was just an aneurysm, I guess. You know what I mean? But I guess that's my favorite and least favorite.
I mean,
What's your favorite and least favorite?
the ones that stood out to me was probably the one that we kind of saw in the trailer, the swimming pool one.
yeah.
girl's
Like the air
baddie.
conditioning falls on
That one
falls
was-
on the water and like electrifies
Yeah.
electrifies the water.
Yeah.
And then she dives into it and she explodes and her fucking leg goes lunging towards Hal and he dodges like, yo, what the fuck? That was crazy.
Yeah.
The very ending where that weird emo 90s kid.
Yeah, that guy was funny.
Oh, the
dude was-
Stranger Things kid?
Yeah, some weird guy, whatever. Just bangs in his eyes, whatever. Where the bee, he shoots the beehive or the wasp or whatever the fuck it is,
Yeah.
and the wasps like fly into his fucking mouth.
I was not expecting that.
That was crazy. I want to say
Yeah.
those two were like whoa, like what the fuck. But everything else was also whoa
yeah.
type of shit.
No,
But I think
you're
those were my probably my standouts.
No, I would say probably my
Or
favorite.
probably the shotgun one too.
I was gonna say there's
that
the
one
one where
was pretty
they open the
gruesome,
closet
yeah.
and the shotgun just blows her up.
Yeah.
That shit was funny.
That
The
was
setup for
crazy.
that one, it was like, oh, you have a pretty face. I mean, oh my bad. Did I really just say that? I mean, well, you are pretty. And then she
Yeah.
opens the door and boom.
Mario's the type to like
That's
punch a
fucking-
girl if a girl calls him pretty.
You blame him?
Man, what you mean? Pretty. Psh, I'm handsome, bitch.
Oh no.
Anyway,
But no,
I don't know why.
I would probably just I was about to say my favorite would probably be the
Mario
intro
gets
one.
abusive when he drinks root beer.
I don't like root beer. That makes no sense. I don't like root beer.
Man, fuck you, bitch.
That's
You ain't
funny
leaving
as
me.
fuck.
Sorry. All right, my bad.
No, I was gonna say probably the intro one's good because it let me know what to expect the rest of the film. I don't know if I have a least favorite though. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if I have a least favorite.
Least favorite?
Because the only one that comes to mind is the mom
Yeah, it's
one.
probably,
but
it's probably the mom one.
it's just
I
the
feel
mom
that's
one.
a given.
Yeah, I feel like it's just a
That's
given though.
right there.
I can tell you my favorite like comedic moment, like the one where I was like genuinely laughing, was when the nanny dies and we're at her funeral, and it's like that young priest, and he's just saying shit where like that relates
my
to her,
God, that
that
dude
just
is
relates to her
funny,
cut
bro.
head.
Dude, I don't even know who the
Oh
fuck
my
that guy is, bro. But I need to see him in more comedies.
That shit is funny.
That one scene alone, I'm like, this dude's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's like everything's not done on purpose.
Why her?
Why not you?
Why not you? Didn't he point at a grandma?
Yeah,
Like, why not you?
And then the mom, he put the mom,
Like,
bro.
what the fuck, bro? What are you saying right now?
No, honestly, that probably might have been my favorite comedic scene.
That
Yeah.
was my favorite too.
I think that was my
That
favorite
and
one.
the one that made me laugh was that scene, but also when Hal's waking up his kid.
Making up his what?
No, his kid waking up his kid at the motel. It's like, yo, I need you to wake up. I need you to wake up. We need to go. We need to get out of here. Okay, we just pack your things. We gotta go. And the son's like, he doesn't want to get up. It's like, bro, we gotta make like eggs and scramble.
Yeah.
And then it's
just
funny
cuts.
because he yells that we gotta make like eggs and scramble. And then it cuts to the next scene right after. It doesn't even give time to process. They're just in the car. Like,
Yeah, that shit's
I'm like,
funny.
what just happened?
That part's funny
scene
as
was
fuck,
Funny
too.
as fuck, dude.
Oh my god.
That's
Oh
funny,
my
too.
god.
Did you say your kills were your favorite kills? I don't think you did. Bitch.
No, I did. I said the one in the beginning. I like that one.
Oh, the harpoon one.
Yeah, that because
Oh, shit.
I wasn't
Okay,
expecting
okay,
that
okay.
at all. I didn't say my least favorite because I was like I don't have one besides
Yeah.
like the mom. But no, that was just no. That priest one was my favorite. The one I said was funny too. What else? There was one joke where I saw what they were trying to do, but it didn't land for me. It was the one at the end of the movie in the third act where it's the one when it's the brothers talking to each other at the end where they're having like that final realization like, hey, let's stop hating on each other, whatever the fuck. And he goes to reach out his hand like to help because he's on the ground and help him up. And the older brother, by like 4 seconds, goes like, no, like goes through his hair.
Oh, yeah,
that
the head-
shit.
head slicked
And he's like,
stuff.
all right, my bad. All right, for real this time. Psych ass motherfucker. I'm like, oh,
And that is where I felt like that was one of a few different scenes where I was like, the comedy is overdoing
but what
it.
about so the motive, right, is we find the little Hal finds the monkey, he twists it, and that's where like his mom dies, and like
Yeah.
we get to say, oh shit, he has that guilt. Oh, I killed my mom, whatever. His brother Billy does not know until later on, and that's why he's kind of evil. He's searching for the monkey to kill his brother because
Yeah.
you killed my mom, type of situation. So that's where that story leads to, right? And that's why all these kills are happening because it's Billy constantly twisting the key to try to kill his brother, which is it's not working, right? Because we already talked about the themes. You can't force it; just picks whoever he wants, right? So what you guys think of the conclusion of like, bro, you killed my mom? Like, fuck is you talking about? That's why I'm even. That's why I'm on some villain shit right now. He's not actually talking like this, guys.
Yeah.
Okay? Just want to preface that.
I
This is
remember.
me.
I forgot about this scene. Yeah.
I'm on my some villain shit, bro. Like, fuck is you talking about? You killed my mom. And then the Hal is like, dude, I'm sorry. Like, I'm really sorry that you felt this way, blah, blah, blah. And I understand what you're going through. Trust me, because she was my mom too. And then Billy is like, yeah, you're right. I didn't really think about it like that. He's like, I didn't really think about it like that. Like, you're right. And that's how they reconcile everything. Is like, oh, you know what? My bad.
You know what?
You're right. You do know how it feels because I forgot we're brothers even. He even said that. I forgot we're even brothers. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
it's
I forgot that we're even twin brothers. Like,
You know what that reminded me of? Them having the same, their moms having the same name, Martha. Batman v Superman. Kind of gave me that vibe.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because only until they realized their moms had the same name
Oh yeah,
they reconciled.
Yeah. I know what you're talking.
with Batman v Superman.
yeah,
Like
that's
he was about
true.
to kill Superman. It's like Martha. He's like, how do you know her name? It's like that's his mom's name. It's like, fuck, man. My mom's name was Martha.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I didn't make that connection.
That's the vibe it gave
No,
me.
I
That
did
they
not make
reconciled because they were like, bro, like she was my mom.
But
too.
okay, what'd you guys think of that? Did that like hurt the movie for you, or did that like just
Yeah.
increase the funniness?
It
for you?
hurt
It
for
was
me.
funny, but at the same time, it's like that's how they reconciled.
I thought it was funny and it worked, but I think what killed me was like the slick back,
The hair
shit.
slick
I
shit.
think that was like, all right, maybe not. And now
especially
you're just pushing it.
especially because even the movie played into the joke because it starts to swell up the music, and the music cuts off when he does the hair slick.
Yeah,
See that? And then the music rises up again, and then it cuts off again when he does the second hair slick.
Yeah.
And even the movie's playing along with the joke.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, okay,
Of
like
course.
let's get going, bro. And the reason why I had this like let's get going mentality, like okay, we can't be fucking around, is because this comes after I think one of my favorite scenes, probably my most favorite scene in the movie, is the scene where he tries to force the monkey to put the arm down and he can't. And the monkey, I guess, I don't know how the fuck, he just throws this grown ass man across the room.
Yeah.
And
I
then,
noticed that,
and then it
trust me.
sips up by itself and then just starts
Yeah.
banging the drums and causes a bunch of death all around the world.
That's just crazy.
Because the motherfucker looks out the window and like there's farms on fire and people are screaming. A fucking plane crashes and shit.
Yeah.
And then there's people falling through the roof and shit. And like that was my favorite scene because I was like,
Damn.
oh shit, people are fucking dying. And so for him to do this joke shit, I'm like, we need to get going, bro, because like people are dying and y'all need to go stop it or whatever. I don't know how
Yeah.
the movie's gonna end. You know what I mean? So I was also kind of like, all right, can we kind of get it going, bro? Like people are dying and shit.
And then Billy ends up dying from his own trap that the
Yep.
monkey sets off.
He does it after they reconcile, though.
Yeah,
that's like
after.
that's what's like fucked up about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that's where fucking Hal and drives away with his son, and everybody's going through shit still. So we don't know what the outcome is. It's like I guess,
Yeah.
hey, we'll see. It's just gonna wear off at some
Yeah.
point.
A part of me, I did feel like, even though it was my favorite scene, it was also kind of weak for me because I like the fact that Bill looks out the window and we get a glimpse of what's going on. Because the fucking monkey hit the drums hella times, and so you see a bunch of people dying. But I wish I would have seen more. I wish I would have like that quick glimpse of the outside. Oh, the farm's on fire, the plane crashing. Oh, what
Yeah.
the fuck? People falling through the roof. Like that's all you get. And then once Hal and his son are driving down the road, you know, there's a lady with the fucking baby stroller and that's on fire.
Yeah.
And then there's like the person who somehow got impaled with a surfboard. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, I wish I would have seen more though. Like, I wish it would have shown
That's
us
true.
like quick shots of around the city, around the town, maybe even around the world. Like showing that there's just people dying out of nowhere and people are like, what the fuck's going on? Like maybe a little more glimpse of like the impact that fucking drumming did at the very end of the movie. Would have been cool. But I do like the idea of like, damn, this fucking monkey just said, enough is enough. Banging the drums and hella people started dying and shit, right? I did like that. But I don't know.
I know what you're saying. That would have been cool if they expanded on
More
that.
expanded scenes would have been cool.
Yeah.
Like the monkey hitting the drums, what effect does that have on the global
Maybe
scale?
Monkey 2. I don't fucking know.
We don't know how
see.
much money he made
I
up
don't
to
know.
say.
And so as they're driving away, they're in an intersection, and this like
Oh yeah, let me pull that up.
person
Let me pull that
in-
up.
in
Yeah.
a horse is just walking past them, and they stare at each other. He gives like a gesture,
nod.
like a
Like a
nod,
photo.
and that was it. And I guess Jav, you looked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I pull up the plot,
I knew he was some spiritual shit. Obviously.
Yeah, oh hell yeah. He had fucking smoking shit
yeah,
like Morbius.
He was all pale and
He
shit.
had black eyes.
Yes. So it says it here, at an intersection, a pale, black-eyed man riding a pale horse passes by and acknowledges them being Hal and Petey who were in the car, right? And it says here that the man on the horse is implied to represent the pale horseman. And that is its own link. And if you click on it, it takes you to another page where it says the fourth and final horseman of the apocalypse is death. So in the Bible, I think is in the Bible, right? There's the apocalypse.
I'm not sure.
And the apocalypse has its four horsemen. And each horseman represents a different aspect of life. And the only reason why I know this, girl, is because they do the same shit in X-Men. Right? Because in X-Men Apocalypse comes out and his four horsemen are different X-Men people. So here it says that in Greek, the fourth and final horseman of the apocalypse is named Death. And that's who that's supposed to be at the intersection. Unlike the other, he's described carrying a weapon. Yeah, so yeah, it's just basically saying that
Do you
it's
think?
the
Do you think that's?
personification of death or the Grim Reaper.
And do you think that's like kind of giving a like a foreshadowing, like, hey man, your time's coming too, bitch. Like,
Maybe.
because we find out from the movie is that the person who turns the key does not die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just, I don't know, maybe some foreshadowing or whatever. But anyway, the horseman just, passes by and then like, all right, cool. And they drive away and we get the school bus with the cheerleaders, which I don't understand the cheerleaders.
I think they're just there for like just
Comedic
pure
purposes.
Yeah.
Like, another, they took out the body and they're like cheering and shit. Like, what the
Like,
fuck's
yeah.
going on here?
Like when they brought out the fucking their aunt's body after she died, they're like, "Woo!"
They're all
let's go."
cheering
I'm
and
like,
shit.
"Yes, they found the body." I'm like, "Yo, why are they cheering?"
Yeah, that's just crazy.
But I do like that scene where they're on the bus.
Oh, yeah, at the end, yeah.
And that big ass truck
Hector
just decapitates all of them.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah, that
I'm not
shit
gonna
was
lie,
funny.
kind of a perfect ending to a movie.
To like that, yeah.
Like for a movie with this vibe and this tone, and like that was kind of a perfect ending because it just black screen and just roll credits, and you're like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of the credits,
Yeah, we
There
can talk about
was-
this now.
A post credit scene.
dude. All right, so you said so. Okay, first of all, the credits roll, right? We're there for a little bit, and then at the end, Hector looked up and said, "Like, yo, bro, there's a end credit," which surprised me, low key. I didn't think there was gonna be one for the movie.
I
like
just
that.
looked it up just because, I don't know.
There's a W on him because I just assumed like for a movie like this, there's probably
Yeah,
not
probably
gonna be
not.
one, right? But W Hector for that. So the end of the movie comes and there's like pops up like a montage of like a bunch of different girls, like a bunch of different,
Like smiling.
like and
Like
they're
at
all
the camera and
smiling
shit.
and they're doing various like and
It's like a POV.
yeah, like you're holding the camera type shit.
Yeah, and they're like, it's
Yeah.
like if you were like a guy or some shit, and like they were,
You're-
like you're going on a date or something.
Yeah,
and they're-
there you
they're
go.
like looking at you, smiling.
Hey,
or
that
whatever.
that ginger chick, not the redhead girl.
yeah, she bad.
She bad as hell.
I'm trying to remember, man.
Who?
Fuck the redhead
Ginger.
Oh, and the
in the credit scene, dude.
I can.
Every time she came on screen, I was like, "Yo, she's so goddamn."
And everybody was smiling until
Yeah.
it was another montage of those same girls like
Yep.
screaming and shit and like yelling, and it's like, whoa, what the fuck's going on? And we later find out that the title was called Keeper,
Yeah,
and that is the next movie that this director is working on.
yeah. There you go.
And I don't know, Keeper, is that like another book or some shit?
I'm
No,
assuming.
no.
Oh, it's just another project. All right.
It's just some project,
another
and
project.
it's coming out this year.
Oh wow.
Oh,
It's coming here. It's coming out in October.
Yeah, he said because it said soon, and then at the very end it said the monkey will return.
This motherfucker. I always say that. I love saying-
Mario was clowning on like, why does Marvel always do that? Where like, the end credit scenes they
Yeah.
do the Captain America will return and like Spider-Man will return.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny as fuck. It's to create hype, Mario. Like, oh shit.
Bro, they're not even doing it just in Marvel.
this is-
They did it in games too, which is fucking hilarious.
Oh really?
Remember in
game?
I forgot Life is Strange, the newest
haven't played
one.
them. They did
At the
that?
end, it goes Max will return. I
They
go,
did
"This-
that? No
Yeah,
way.
yeah, I can show you. I
Oh,
can
wow.
pull it up. And I literally said afterwards, I'm
funny.
pretty sure something along the lines of like, bro, these motherfuckers think they're Marvel or something. Like, what the fuck
That's
is this?
funny. I will say I feel like Marvel is they did it first.
Yeah. I
think
would
they
say
did
so
it
too.
first.
They did do
But
it
that
first.
is that is kind of funny.
But yeah, no, I would say W end credits. I'm not gonna lie. That
Yeah.
shit was a cool end credits.
It was
a
a
preview.
It was a straight up Captain America post credit.
Yeah, it looked. Wait, which one? Which?
What are you talking about? I was gonna say.
Yeah, the Captain America post credit scene, the first Captain America movie. The post credit scene.
no,
the post credit scene was just a trailer for the Avengers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Because that was the
Yeah.
next movie that
Yeah.
was coming out the following year.
yeah.
So when I saw, and also I guess No Way Home, because No Way Home's second post credit scene was a mini trailer for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So it kind of gave me a vibe where it's like, oh, it's just hinting at the next movie. That's cool.
What I said, I don't know if I said in the review for Captain America, the newest one. I think why the end credit scene was so lackluster in that movie is I think the Thunderbolts is gonna have a really good one. End credit scene.
I'm sure the last yeah, that movie sucked. That post credit scene sucked.
Yeah, it was not good.
But yeah, it looks pretty cool. Another movie that looked pretty interesting that I just want to throw out there because obviously throughout the year there are new movies being announced that we couldn't talk about in our most anticipated media episode.
Yeah.
and that is that one movie called Together, by Neon
Dave Franco.
Yeah, that
with
one
Dave-
did.
with Dave
Yeah,
Franco.
that one did look
looked
interesting.
really interesting.
Yeah, we
Something that I would
saw
actually
the
check
trailer
out.
for it today for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's cool because I haven't seen Dave Franco in
March
a
1st.
long ass time,
Nah,
dude.
Last time I saw that motherfucker was probably the Disaster Artist, bro.
Damn.
Oh yeah, well that was the Apocalypse one.
No, No, Disaster Artist was a movie. It's based on a true story. It was based. It was like the making of the movie The Room, which is considered like one of the best, worst movies of all time and shit. He made it with his brother. He made it with James Franco.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
That was a
okay.
good movie, by the way.
Yeah.
But, it's like the last time I saw that.
I get it, man. They're brothers, but they literally look alike.
Love Lies Bleeding.
He was in that one?
Yeah, remember he gets fucking killed?
I'm trying to remember. I only saw the
been
movie
so long
once,
since I've
and
seen
it's,
it.
Yeah,
that
he
was
was
like
in
year
that
one
one.
HRV, bro.
He was in that one.
Love Lies Bleeding was not you.
Oh wait, no. I'm thinking of Bodies. I don't know why.
Mario, you off today?
Yeah,
boy.
bro. I don't know why I'm
going on
thinking of
right
Bodies.
Castlevania. Oh, you mean Hotel Transylvania?
Yeah.
That shit lit his hand.
That's
What is he talking about? But anyway, I think that's pretty much everything, right? There's nothing else that we can add. Have you good?
No.
Mario, you good?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
All right, man. Looks like we're good here. Sorry for the tangents, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that. It's kind of rare when we actually have fun and talk about our shit. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the story and shit. Anyways, let us know what you guys think about the monkey. And yeah, with that being said, thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care, guys.
Peace.
See you.